iPad. Otherwise, the stream is glitchy as fuck. For some reason, with my most recent updates, I can't have Chrome open. Otherwise, it causes the audio in Zoom to get choppy.
That's weird.
To be fair, Chrome does take a lot of CPU.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm
it
not
sucks that it's my
surprised.
preferred. It sucks that it's my preferred browser
Yeah.
because it's reliable for me.
I've been using.
But I have D&D Beyond on my iPad. Excuse me. Listen. Shut the fuck up, Mitch. You were late. Also, your name is wrong.
Yeah, I'm changing it now. Give me a minute. God, fucking
Oh my
dang
god,
it.
you're playing GKC wrong.
Oh my god.
Don't ever use that voice again.
Okay,
know,
what's
it's a
worse?
joke.
What's worse? Mitch's Valley Girl or customer service?
Customer service.
Which voice do we hate more?
I think I hate my customer service voice.
I think we
because-
all hate our customer service voices, honestly.
I don't even know what mine sounds like anymore because I haven't done customer service since I started doing the voice drop, and it's not like I can go high pitched anymore because my voice just cracks.
Chrome is the devil long live the fox of fire. That hiccup was so precious. Shut the fuck up, Kitsune. Into the forever box with him, yes.
My life is the forever box.
I refuse to be perceived as cute. I want to be perceived as a threat.
You're threateningly cute.
I want to enter my Finnick Shan era. Hey, want me to kill that guy for you?
I'm caught up with Boba Fett, and you
No
have to admit
spoilers.
I will say though, you have to admit, last episode was cute as fuck.
All I'm gonna say is he has the Django genes. He has the Django genes. That's what we called it in Clonely fans. He's got Django genes.
Yeah.
Sarah, you good?
I want to go off on my tangent so bad, and I won't because spoilers.
Because I'm not sure who all has seen it here. Wait, quick show of hands.
Seen what?
Book of Boba Fett episode recently. Nope. Sarah, if you... Sarah... Huh?
I will behave.
Wait, is it a good tangent or a bad tangent?
Yes, it's a great tangent.
Out! Give us the most out of context that you can.
Oh, puppy.
Okay, I understand what you meant by that. Okay.
Yeah. No, I absolutely. That
Mitch and I knew immediately.
yeah, I knew.
Like, there's no other context I can offer.
There's
literally the
no
case,
better
dude.
context.
It's literally the kid's like, all right, where's the white woman?
Just wait for a white woman to appear on screen.
Just some blonde walks
Wait,
in the room.
hold.
Here's the thing. In that, Boba Fett was the white woman.
Absolutely.
Boba Fett was the white woman. Samara Morrison.
He has Django genes. He has no fear.
Also, this is not this is, I'm not gonna say who was in the episode. I did not expect that.
I mean,
conjunction with what we just talked about.
Here's
I
the
didn't
thing.
expect-
Here's the thing. When you see who the director is for the episode, it makes so much more sense
Oh yeah.
because they work together on so many projects.
Yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
mad he's there. He's awesome, and I love him. I was like, I want more
No,
of
me and my friend Nikki, we watched the episode, and because of that actor and another actor being in the show, we just looked at each other like, oh, it's just what we do in the shadows on Tatooine.
you.
You're not wrong.
Watch the episode and tell me that I'm wrong. Okay,
You're
hello
not.
everyone. Welcome to Kingdom Chronicles. My name is Turn to page 394. Here with Bard of the Midwest, Alpha Hannah 5311, Icarus of Might, Aki Obsession, and Immin Chief. We are currently waiting on our Bryce Sosceles to show up. Unfortunately, Bridgie Lee is going to be out tonight because she's feeling really sick, so please send her some love and some good vibes. She has got the ickies at the moment. And of course, Raisin One for Flortma, who is joining us in literal spirit. I wonder how he's been taking our shenanigans.
Probably with his face in his hand.
Yeah, probably.
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 I'm gone for 5 minutes.
I'm gone for 2 months and y'all went to shit.
What haven't you done?
Once again,
What
we love you and we miss you so much, Brian. Announcements. Kitsune, drop the mother link if you could, please. Follow our link tree for social media, social justice websites, YouTubes, Twitches, Instagrams, shops, all the whole shebang. I do need to upload the Jasmine Jackal design to Teespring for anyone who wants to purchase it. Once again, when that is uploaded, any profits made off of the Jasmine Jackal will go towards the American Cancer Research Association. I believe that's the name of it, or I'll try to find specifically a nonprofit that goes towards researching colon cancer. So I'll probably try to get that done next weekend because I have a really busy weekend this week with basketball and stuff. Also, I also got to make sure that my files will upload to Teespring. Sarah, any updates for Society 6 or any openings for photography?
No updates on Society 6 other than what we saw last week. I showed you guys my latest and greatest, including the burning tree, which is still one of my favorites. As
I approve.
for photo sessions, guess what's coming up, y'all? In a month, Valentine's Day. Get your boudoir photos.
Okay, boudoir photos, yes. Valentine's Day, I hate Valentine's Day so much.
Me too. Me too. However, I will say this is the time of year that most people feel like they are ready to accept themselves, and it's a great gift if you have a significant other. And honestly, it's just really great for yourself. I did my own personal boudoir session, and I had an amazing confidence boost from that single photo shoot. It's incredible. And that was myself with a tripod and a remote.
Girl, you got a nice ass.
I see no
Listen,
lies in
are
that
you-
statement.
Listen, are you truly friends if you don't see pictures of your friend's ass from their boudoir session?
It's a given.
Girl, you've seen my tits from my boudoir session.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you have.
I said nothing. I did a bit.
Yeah. I got some tiggle bitties, that's for sure.
All right, and you must be titties. Fuck. Titties. Fuck. Titties. Stop! Pick a face up, man!
I'm pretty sure we have, most of us have been there at some point. Even if it wasn't necessarily in that context, it's just one of those things of like, you just looking, damn.
Look,
Pull yourself together.
at some point or other, we have all seen some people's spicy photos, and you know what? We're fine. We are confident, and we are family. So we.
Bro, I follow your slut account on Twitter.
You haven't seen the whole thing yet.
Oh, but I'm waiting.
Well aware, I have seen
I am
plenty.
waiting to full on judge you out of love.
Look, I have some good news. All right.
You do, but it's in my nature to judge you because I love you.
That is fair.
How are hurt his knees from that thirst talk he posted. The audience demands answers. Yeah, that Sift thirst talk that you posted earlier today. Your knees doing good there, buddy? Do you need some knee pads? Maybe some Advil?
I am the Lorax. I speak for my knees.
God damn it.
For anyone who has never joined GKC before, we usually spend a half hour roasting each other before we actually get to the game.
True.
That way, if we're doing a game, it doesn't come as a shock.
Yeah. This is how
It's all in love,
This is how
though.
we prepare for roleplay trauma.
Oh, fuck, it is.
Yeah, it really is. I think we might all need to seek therapy because of that.
Well, joke's on you. I'm already in therapy.
Oh, good for you!
Oh, good for you.
I genuinely hope it's helping you. I love you, bitch.
I love you too, and thank you for asking because it is working.
Good for you!
Thank you.
Yeah! Gets my therapist Kitsune character ready for some bonus episode at some point. Icarus, when are we going to have a Kitsune cameo? I love how he's ignoring us.
Totally absorbed.
Yeah, totally absorbed in how he's planning to TPK all of us. Who knows? Maybe later this year we'll finally get the Kitsune cameo. We'll see. Maybe if we hit 100 episodes, that's when we unlock the Kitsune. Icarus needs the trauma to let up before bringing me in. That way the work won't be undone the following week. Alright, any other announcements?
I do. So my sister and I are creating a Winx Club inspired mini campaign. I know Paige is going to be a part of it, hopefully. If you would like to be.
Depends on when you set the date, because
Fair enough.
only I got Saturday mornings taken up now due to Curse of Strahd, so Saturday
It's okay.
mornings
It would be in the evening.
I can do Saturday
most of
evenings
us-
if we do Saturday evenings.
Most of us work during
Yeah.
the day, so it would be most likely in the evening.
Yeah.
But we are working on it. We have already come up with basically the entire thing. My sister and I have been working nonstop on it for the past 2 days. So the arcs are there. We're gonna get into some details now, but please come and see that. If you enjoy magical girl shenanigans, and if you liked the Winx Club as a kid. Also, Pandora will be starting back up again soon. Just not this.
Sorry.
No, it will be this upcoming week. My bad. Should be, hopefully, if things go correctly. Also, I found something that has been really helpful for my mental health. So if anybody out there has been struggling for their own mental health, I would highly, highly suggest that you download this app. It's called Finch Widget Pet. And it's adorable. I downloaded it and I cried. You basically raise a little baby finch, and it goes on adventures, and you give it energy by telling it about your day. It also has breathing exercises, good quizzes to check your mental health. It also reminds you to get good sleep and to drink water and all that kinds of stuff. And it genuinely helps you to track how well you're doing, and encourages you through small ways to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because you are extremely important. So if you guys have the time and you really need some serotonin, I got it. I got it. So definitely download the app. It's brilliant and it's for free. So that's really, really nice. That's it.
I'll have to look into that. Oh, excuse me. Fuck! Any other announcements before the ritual?
Yes, the Victor Cell is back, baby!
Hey!
First session yesterday went well, in my opinion. Bard is not happy because of what I threw at the party. Let's just say it was an ooze of non-Newtonian variety.
Ooblik ooze?
Ooze,
Yes!
Ooze
called
blick!
it Black.
Yes!
Blick.
Ooze blick.
Worst part is that we even discussed it, well, weeks and weeks and weeks ago because we were
This
sharing.
is why you don't give the DM ideas.
Yeah, I know it now.
Here's the thing. One thing I didn't tell Bard is that I already heard of this and already implemented into the campaign, but I played it off like, oh really? I had no idea. I'll think about it.
Yeah, you didn't get that past me. I figured like I was sharing because the way the guy described it was like the one I sent you was the reflective slime, where if
Oh,
you
no.
hit with something and then you hit with the same type of attack again, it bounces that back. They're like kind of like the rainbow slime, except that if you hit with the same type of attack twice, it bounces the second one back at you.
However, give it to Chris to come up with a very sound scientific solution on how to. Yeah, no, like this is one of those moments where I am proud of this loophole and I'm running with it because this is awesome.
Loopholes.
We all love a loophole. But
Oh my
yeah.
god, there's a fuzzy dice set on D&D Beyond. Sorry.
Sorry, speaking of dice sets, my brother gifted me a dice set for Christmas, and he'll be sending it soon. It's made out of bone.
Ah. Spoopy. Speaking of dice, my dice were finally nice to me on Tuesday. During Queer Questers, I rolled a nat 20 on initiative. I entered my crosshair era. I got 3 kills. And my badger got like 4.
Also,
my party was scared.
oh yeah, when you go full crosshair, you go. Oh, no. Funny enough, speaking of dice, I don't have them, but I'm planning on getting them at some point. They are a special set of 3 die that have like alignments and classes and races on them. That basically they're character build dice, and I'm like, I would love to do like even if it's a one shot or just a short campaign of you roll these die and what you get is what you get. Like no redoing it. Like if you end up with a chaotic evil so like celestial children or genasi or whatever, that's what you have for that thing. And I was like, that'd be so cool. Like having to literally make up a character on the fly. Be great.
Any other announcements before the ritual? Hannah!
Yes.
You know what to do.
That's some neat trick.
Ah, that sense of yours.
So good.
I know. I fucking love that movie.
Also, if you follow me on TikTok, Xana's back.
Oh yeah, I saw. Sage has been stirring.
She's got a few words for you guys.
I think Sage will have some rebuttals for her.
Bitch, I love you. You know. Bitch, I love you. You know I do. You know I do. 'Cause there ain't anything that could separate us. 'Cause there ain't gonna be anything that's gonna make you less worth than what you are. You're special. You're talented. You're hot and you're a queen. And a king. Y'all are the best. I love you. Keep your stuff going. keep your chins up, keep your smile bright, because you are worth it. You are incredibly loved and cared for. There is nothing that you could do that would make me stop loving you. You are made in greatness and shaped in love. And I love each and every one of you. And you are an amazing blessing in my life. And I count my blessings every day. And that includes every single one of you. So make sure that you take care of yourself. Make sure that you drink water. 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 Please. Because you're important and your bodies are important. And the way that you take care of your bodies is important. Because we only got a limited amount of time here. We might as well take care of ourselves. So, drink water. I said water. And yeah, I love you guys. Drink motherfucking water.
Hannah, I have only one
This
thing
is
to
water.
say.
It's Casey's brand green river water.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I just have one thing to say to you.
What, bitch? Fine, I'll get myself a glass of water right now, bitch. You think that's gonna try me? You think you can try me? Draw 25 cards, bitch, and drink
Bitch,
water.
I might. Wait, my tarot deck's not nearby. Fuck.
I'm gonna get water. Just because you did it, I'm gonna spite you and get water.
Okay, do it.
I'm sorry, Paige, but that was just flawless and chef's kiss.
That's why I keep Uno reverse cards saved in my photo library.
We all eventually need to get Uno, like on our phones.
Oh God,
or
it would be so aggressive.
It's gonna ruin our friendships, but it's gonna be really fucking
No, because
fun.
of how big our group is, we'd have to get like 4 Uno decks together.
Yeah. Although I think we have one rule when we meet up: we are not allowed to play Monopoly.
No. Or Mario Party.
Mario Party. No.
It depends on the Mario Party that we would play. The latest one is fine. The older versions, no. The older versions are just terrible.
Alright. Once Hannah is back, we will... Well, there goes my plans! Flips a table in protest.
Fuck.
Kitsune wanted to own us a capitalism. As someone who hates it, he knows a lot about it.
I was gonna say trust the author to indulge in capitalism there a little bit.
Yeah, he has to research it for his
Look,
work.
this is the only acceptable foray into capitalism before he goes back to normal.
I just
capitalism.
wonder what Kitsune's search history looks like, and if it puts him on the CIA's most concerned list.
To be fair, pretty much anybody who writes anything, be it fanfic, games,
on an FBI watch
or
list.
novels, we're all on a list of some kind.
I'm on lists.
I'm on lists.
To the
But that's
FBI
why-
agent watching us right now. Are you okay?
Look, I was
No,
you've been
special
watching
ritual.
us for 73 episodes now. I'm not even
I'm
gonna
sorry,
pretend,
dude.
and the only capitalism I support is where I own Park Place and Boardwalk. Fuck you! Alright, are we ready? Brian will hop in whenever, so get ready for chaos for that. Excuse me. Without further ado, let us dive into tonight's episode of Kingdom Chronicles.
In the view. I love the kazoo. It's so good.
Alright, Icarus, the floor is yours.
All right. Previously on Gem Kingdom Chronicles. Emotions. What are they? We just don't know.
Gem
Anyway.
Kingdom Chronicles brought to you by Inside Out.
Okay, ow.
Oh, but I'd love to see everybody's little versions of their emotions inside their head and like which emotions kind of leading the way. Anyway, I'm fine. So
Drax's is just all rage. He's like the bus driver from the post credits. It's just all anger.
So, last time we had overall, I think, a pretty good session. Sort of our first one back after a pretty large break. We had the dedication to Brian T, as well as the end game sort of explanation, which gave everyone a little gift. We had a little bit of exploration into what exactly is going on in Darren's head, because God's only knows. It is a lot. There's a lot going on there, y'all. Then we had sort of a little bit of in-game discussion about Flortman's character and his ascension, essentially. They go into y'all went into the inn to see Anya and see what's going on. She's in exactly the same place, wasn't really responding a whole lot from there. And sorry, making notes myself. Devotion notices that he's much thinner than last time that he saw her, and was trying to connect, but she's having a hard time responding, much like when Belladonna had tried to speak with her. There's just a big delay on things, and you can only kind of get minimal bits out at a time. He does use lays on hands, so she's like physically a little better, like any like superficial like purely physical stuff's kind of healed up, but that's about it, because there's a lot more going on inside.
Well, look who's inside again.
Yeah. So Drax and Ollie went to go get some food to see if maybe that would give a hand. Devotion then tries to remove Curse, and Zinc gives him a little boost from that. I think it was like past inspiration or something.
And I think he threw me a bend block.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to with an additional couple of saves, it seems to have broken through it, but she's still not really responsive. Kind of like that thing of, I don't know if what if I like go to say something and like the dream breaks, essentially, like one of those kind of hesitancy things. Then we have a moment where Devotion calls her a nickname, and she finally responds calling him the same nickname, or her version of the nickname in return. And they're finally able to reconnect, to actually like hug and be there and just be like, okay, neither of us is currently dying or being captured. Let's just sort of enjoy this moment. Everybody kind of like heads out to let them kind of be for a bit. Zinc and Sutha kind of went around and did a little bit of a talk, a little bit about Flortma, and tried to sort of let emotions do what they would do, kind of thing. But emotions are hard for Sutha, to say the very least. And Sutha specifically was kind of debating on like if I should go in there, should I talk to them, and would like go to the door and then come away, and then go to the door and then come away. She's kind of racking her brain on that one. Devotion and Anya were able to talk, to reconnect a little bit, and have an additional sending stone that they can use to get the kids back once everything is sort of quieted down. He tells her that Severance is gone, which she's of course happy about, but is sad for what that means kind of for him. they also are both fully aware that he can't know where the family's going, like once they leave, until like everything is resolved. So that's, another incoming hurdle, but that's how it is. So they're gonna have tonight, and then they can leave in the morning. Um, then Devotion actually goes and gets Sutha, who still again isn't sure about how to handle all of this. Um, Brings her into the room. Anya gives her a hug, kind of thing. Um, and Sutha saying that they should make a plan sort of with everyone. Anya agrees. Um, and then we cut back over to Drax and Isla chilling in the room. And Drax has a great idea and asks Isla to punch him. And she does twice, and he gets a little nosebleed from it. He then punches he then punches and breaks the bedpost. And she fixes it with Druidcraft. And he says that he's trying to help her get used to getting her hands dirty as a ruler, is what I have here. And they have a little bit of a sparring kind of session carefully within the room. And honestly, it ends up doing pretty well for Isla. I think, didn't you roll like a 20 or something for like one of them? Yeah.
I rolled a nat 20
exactly.
for the last one, so she went whack.
Incredible. So, and then whilst all this is happening, Darren is in his room trying to figure out what the hell to do, because he's not in a good place. Like, he's literally not in a good place. He's also not in a good place mentally either, because he's literally being possessed by a whole thing. So he then decides to start pissing off the big bad evil chick, because of course he does. No, it is perfectly in his character, and that's why I love it so much. So we see him literally just like goading this angry, all like, as far as he knows, incredibly powerful woman, and just aggravating the fuck out of her. And she kind of falls for it a bit. She ends up gloating, and needles him a little bit more, kind of giving way a little bit of like her plans, as far as like just a little bit of like herself. Nothing, I don't think it was anything concrete about her
You
plans.
got me monologuing.
You sly dog. You did a little bit. And then I have here that when she, gets a little too close on like the mental plane, he bites her, because of course he does. And
Bitey boy. You bitey.
yeah,
Put your hand in my face, I'm gonna bite it.
And she punishes him for it, but it's okay. He's okay in general. And she's sitting on the bed, and she's a very smug, but also very decidedly feminine smirk on her face, which is not which I would just let everyone know is not an expression that has ever been seen on Darren's face before. So she's not completely all powerful and able to like do shit. She's got flaws like anybody else. And the last shot that we had for the session was it was a jump cut to the Raven Queen in the astral plane. She hears something, in the sense that she kind of like tilts her head, and it's like she's getting information in, even if she doesn't physically hear it, if you know what I'm saying. And she telepaths Sierra that they should prepare for her return to the mortal plane. We don't see Sierra in any detail. We see it's a very close-up shot where we see the red of her eyes. Tattoo is still in place. Did the tattoo change color? I hadn't thought that.
The tattoos are probably a bit more muted now.
Okay, fair enough.
And she's got her dark curly hair in her face, and then a single strand of white hair falls.
Mm-hmm. By the way, because we have such an up-close shot, we get like those really good like DreamWorks Rise of the Guardians, like detailed eye pupil animations. I'm just saying, this is my budget. I spend it like I want.
Yeah.
And I like eyes. So So yeah, and she
And her
agrees.
eyes are a deep ruby red too.
Well,
Yeah.
look, I am just a little obsessed with eyes. They're incredible and amazing, and one of my favorite parts of the body. Besides, of course, the booty. But anyway, thank you, Sarah. That was incredible. I don't know what you said, but the expressions were great.
It's a booty.
The booty.
Okay. So,
Uh,
now
I remember that Zink wanted to talk with Darren about something, but we're still waiting on Brian.
on Brian, Zinc, why must you be so chaotic? Yeah, probably a little bit. Okay, so in yes, we have memes. That's an incredible meme. Thank you.
Hold the fuck up. I need to, 1 second. I need to save. Go into group photo. What is the, yes, can I change the image? Change the image. I want to change the image.
I'm gonna save that so I can use it on Discord.
There we go. Group image has been changed.
It's our own version of the just right emoji. Because the one I have on Discord from my guild Discord is oh god, the dad from Emperor's New Groove, whose name I've just forgot. Java.
I can't remember. Jabba is the fucking hut.
I know. It was like something J. But anyway, he does that, and that's the just right emoji. Bridge is our version of that.
Pacha.
Yeah. I was thinking like, it's not Java.
I have seen that movie no less than 60 times. How the fuck did I forget Pacha's name?
He just wasn't very special, apparently. Anyway.
Let's be fair, Emperor's New Groove was all about Kronk.
The classic himbo.
The classic himbo. He's amazing. Also, apparently, like 7 feet tall because his inseam is 72 inches.
7 foot frame.
The rest along his back.
Squirrels along his back.
Wrong level.
I don't have channel points, but Devotion should get disadvantage for forgetting John Goodman's character.
Perpetual. I don't know, Booker. What do you think?
Don't ask Booker. He always choose chaos.
He chose to sleep. I don't know what that's interpreted to. Anyway, so I know Zinc does want to talk to Darren, so we'll probably, I guess we'll probably have to pop back to that because I don't know how long I can keep riffing while we wait for Brian. So we'll probably pop back over to that one. And I'm guessing next time, assuming that hopefully Bridge is feeling better, we'll probably have to do like just a little aside thing so that she can probably get to talk to Anya because assuming we can pass several hours of gameplay, Anya will be leaving at dawn.
I'm checking something real quick. Do I have this spell? Yes, I do. Belladonna would like to cast Descending from Diamond to...
I heard descending, and I'm like, escalator?
Belladonna just descends from the heavens into abalone.
It's the
Just a
emergency spell
random-
she has in case her broom gets stuck in the air.
Just a random escalator appears out of
There
nowhere.
he is!
Hey! Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil, because that's actually who Belladonna wanted to cast Sending to.
Ah,
Her patron.
Brian Woodgate. Who's that?
No, to her demonic patron or to Zinc?
To Brian Woodgate is who she wants to cast Sending to.
He's this guy. You know, he's all right.
Yeah.
I'm also very surprised that none of your various Zinc disguises have been named Brian just for the meme.
Yet.
There are
Very
some who
surprised.
call me Tim.
Called me.
I
What an
know.
eccentric performance.
The secret has been cast down for ages. It is Kyle. Kyle the Brave.
Alright. So Zinc, you get a Sending spell pinged in your head.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh, wait. Is this just before I'm knocking on the door to Darren's room?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Hi. I forgot to mention I have some magic items on me. Would you like me to send them to you? Love you, Belladonna.
Hi, Belladonna. It's good to hear your voice. We are settling down here in the place we teleported to. I can come visit tomorrow?
How many more? I've got one more. You get another ascending sent to you?
Okay.
Oh, that works just fine, sugar. I'll see you at the tavern tomorrow. Y'all stay safe. You can respond to this message.
Okay, that sounds great. I'll see if anyone else wants to come back. And also, I'm really happy that we got to meet you and spend time with you. And
Cuts off at
Yep.
25. Somewhere in Diamond, a teal-skinned tiefling is just chuckling to herself.
Okay, amazing. Okay.
oh my god, Icarus! The voice,
What?
it got me. I was like, who is that? Who's talking?
Who's your daddy? Anyway.
Who is he? Where is
I'm joking entirely. I'm sorry. Anyway. I've been told that my laugh now, like, it sounds mostly the same, but it's just a little bit more, like, deeper in my chest. But it apparently has a decidedly evil cast to it from what I hear from people on Discord.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Daddy? Sorry. Daddy? Sorry. Daddy? Sorry.
So anyway.
Oh my god,
So, yeah.
yes, the group photo. It's so good.
Spaghetti smoothie. So Zinc, you get that message. You decide that y'all are going to, or at the very least, you will be meeting up with Belladonna so you can get those items and stuff, get them back over here. So with that sort of all squared away, that maybe took a minute tops, depending on how carefully you were thinking about your responses on either end. But after that, you're still, you're probably still standing in front of Darren's door with like your hand raised because you were about to knock.
Oh yeah, I'm imagining like the whole inner dialogue, inner dialogue between Darren and you know who happened like just before I was gonna knock, and then like I get to sending and it interrupts me, and I'm like, oh okay, I'll take this call real quick.
Exactly. Yeah, because anything that happens like specifically within the mind happens essentially, unless like otherwise stated, like at the speed of thought. Especially in a possession case, because that's like real deep in there, and that shit happens like ba 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 ba. Which is why like you wouldn't necessarily see a delay unless she actually doesn't know and is stalling for time or something. Anyway, all that being said, you went, huh? Had your quick conversation, and then, oh right.
You gotta hydrate.
Oh wait, hold on. Is sending one of those things where you speak out loud, or is it just in your head?
It's all mental.
Okay, I was gonna say like.
Much like message is technically supposed to be.
It's like I'm just outside, like, hi, I'm gonna see you. And like so, like Darren could hear me coming, but like also can't do anything about it. Okay, yeah. So I finished my call. Darren.
Yes. I'll open the door.
Yeah, that was fast. What you doing?
Not much. What are you doing?
I don't know. Sutha wanted to go talk to Devotion, so I decided to stop by.
So you were bored?
No. I just don't want to be alone right now.
All right.
Ooh, remember when you came here before and we went downstairs and there was a bar brawl and it was crazy?
Yes, I am well aware, as it wasn't that long ago.
No, it was not. No, we should go get that special drink they have. You know, the one with like the little twist of citrus at the end.
Sure, I'll accompany you.
Okay. Let me just send a message to Sutha real quick. In the midst of a deep and meaningful like conversation, Sutha will get hey Sutha, I'm going down with Darren, we're gonna get a drink. If you need to find me, I'll be downstairs. Bye. You can respond.
I don't think you get a response in this case.
I figured.
Zink, my lord. Anyway, okay, so you guys are gonna go down to the tavern bar. Thank Lord help me. Okay, cool. So yeah, you head on down. As mentioned, this place doesn't really have a slow time during the night. Honestly, it's pretty much jumping until about an hour past sunrise. It's busy. Sailors don't necessarily want to just sleep when they're on dry land. They want to do everything they can't do when they're on the ship. And everyone they can't do when they're on the ship. So yeah.
You're a fine girl.
Who is she? What?
Okay.
They have deserved that.
So you guys head downstairs for a drink. There's not really a table that's open right now. There's just not. But if you kind of use your elbows a little bit, you can definitely get a couple of seats next to each other at the bar.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah, you probably like not just saw like a disgruntled honestly just like a disgruntled kind of reddish brown tiefling, and on your other side some really hoity-toity looking elf who does not look like he belongs here, but whatever.
Inside
just
check.
Kind of
Inside check
on
What?
who?
on the elf.
All right, roll.
You don't belong
Oh
here.
my god! It's not a 20, but it's a 19. Plus 7, 26.
Holy shit!
Damn.
Good.
Only if
shit.
only you used it on me.
Well, I have a passive insight of 17, so
Okay. I'm just saying, my lowest deception is a 22.
yeah.
So, your quick insight checks. This elf looks a little younger, and as much as he's tried to dress in a very plain manner, he's definitely he's essentially the equivalent of a 20-year-old who was a 20-year-old rich kid who was dared to go into a dangerous area of the city and like get a drink and see if he could pick someone up. Just he was dared to be here. He's not having a great time. I'm not gonna let you know that right now.
Aww.
He's got like he's had like stuff splashed on him. He looks like he's been thoroughly ignored by everyone because he kind of looks like a kid. He's been thoroughly ignored by everyone in here unless they're just sort of like gonna give him a once over and then just laugh and keep moving. Yeah, no, he has just sort of been in this small corner nursing a beer that he hasn't really touched much because it's the house beer. It's not great. It just does its job.
That's rough, buddy.
That
Yeah.
is rough, buddy.
That is rough, buddy.
He will never step foot in this section of the town again.
As someone who used to deal with house beers, they're never great.
I am going to I'm gonna talk to this elf.
Okay, what do you say?
Excuse me, would you like me to buy you around? You look a little well, this place is rough. I think it used to be called the Rough Buddy, actually.
No, that's all right. I've got it under control. I've got it under control.
Okay, well, if you want, I'm gonna get a pitcher of mead. So, I'll grab an extra tankard for you just in case.
Thank you for your generosity.
Yep, that's a word. You're good job. Yeah, my friend and I just got back from traveling. We're ready to dive into the cups, right, Darren?
Usually.
And by the way, if we're using fake names, I'm just gonna use the real name.
I assume you guys are just gonna give up some like weird ass fake name.
I mean, I know we were doing that in Diamond, but are we? Is that still a thing?
Like everyone knows Darren well enough by now to just use a fake one on like.
Oh, he's always in a different disguise.
Yeah.
He never uses his own face.
Isn't that right, Arturo?
Arturo.
There's a slight twitch. You don't know who it's coming from.
My name is
Darren's not sure either.
Cedric Diggory. Nice to meet you. I Hufflepuff 7, remember? It's what brings you into this tavern? Are you just I don't know, you look lost. Like, I want to hug you and also like get you out of here.
I say good. I say good, sir. I can read a map as well as any sailor person out there, and I will be taking my leave here this evening. Good
Okay.
day.
Zink is, before he even finishes the sentence. I'm assuming we've been served already.
Yes.
Okay, so he's gonna pour a tankard of mead. He's going to cast prestidigitation so that it tastes extra sour, and he's gonna put it down in front of him and then tip his hat and show off actual Zinc, the blue menace.
Oh my god, it's like Elmo turned blue and is dealing with Rocco.
Get yourself a hat in the skies next time, buddy. It works a lot better than whatever's happening here. And then the hat goes back on and Cedric pops up again. And he'll sort of like give him a big smack on the back, which is probably like his lower back.
Yeah.
Thing.
Like his lumbar.
Yeah. And then and then Zink will turn back to Darren and be like, any sage advice for this one?
Find a different tavern.
Arturo would know. Have a good night, buddy.
Man, all my frat bros lie to me. He's grumbling to himself. This was a fraternity there. He's grumbling to himself on the way out, but he just sort of like, you know what? Yeah. Yeah.
Did he drink the sour meat at all?
He takes it with him, and you see him like kind of look around and try to like throw it back like he's gonna be big and tough. He takes a big old gulp of it, puts it down. You see his eyes widen, and he's just all like just sprays it out of his mouth all over the floor. And then he just kind of gingerly puts that on the table and leaves. Like, no.
Oh well, bye-bye, Rocco.
Oh well, bye-bye, Rocco.
Fucking Rocco.
God, fucking damn it, Rocco.
Love this feud Elmo has with a goddamn rock.
Look.
You can't eat that cookie. Rocco wants to eat it.
How? How is Rocco supposed to eat the cookie, Zoe? Tell Elmo. Rocco doesn't even have a mouth. Rocco's just a rock. Rocco,
You're way
Elmo can't say fuck, so I'll say it for him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck that Rocco. I love you.
Say
Zoe.
hello to Rocco, Elmo.
Hi, Rocco.
Hello, Rocco.
Hello, Rocco.
Rocco gets to come with us. What?
What?
Anyway.
What?
I love
still
how
like
Elmo
okay now, but that's
tweeted.
right.
I love how Elmo tweeted. Are there any rocks out there who can actually eat food? And Dwayne the Rock Johnson tweeted. And they proceeded to challenge Cookie Monster to a cookie eating contest, and Cookie Monster accepted it.
God damn, I love the internet sometimes.
One episode of Sesame Street I need to watch.
Sometimes the internet could be
No,
a
it was actually
horrible
Cookie
place.
Actually, it was Cookie
But-
Monster who challenged him, because The Rock claimed that he would smoke Cookie Monster's ass next time he visits Sesame Street. So Cookie Monster was like,
no.
cookie eating challenge accepted.
Oh my.
Oh my god, yes.
Have you seen The Rock's cheat day though?
Oh my god, I would literally fucking die. Like, I love food.
Man
but that,
eats 20 pancakes on his cheat day.
and the giant thing, a fucking bread pudding. Like, oh my god.
That man could devour me and I would thank him.
I mean,
Well,
same though.
That's fair.
Yep,
That's very fair.
100%.
Moving on.
Anyway, so
Continuing.
you guys have your actually good tasting mead still left on the table. It has been untouched in this diversion, and you're tucked enough into like sort of a corner of the bar, which is one reason the kid had chosen it, because the noise isn't quite as much here. It's a little bit dampened because there's some like soft stuff that's kind of around this area. It looks like it's mostly just like kind of a throwaway area. It's near a throwaway area for stuff like ripped curtains, ripped cushions, and stuff like that. So that kind of helps to dampen a lot of the noise. It's nice, honestly, like weirdly enough. But yeah, you guys have a nice little corner. You've got your mead. It's good and cold. You now have the corner to yourself. So you can finally just sort of like breathe, relax, be good friends. Everything is fine and nothing is on fire.
Nothing is on fire.
Nothing.
Except Darren's mind.
Yeah, it's fine. So Zenk is just gonna be like, what a week.
Yes. Very much so.
What was your favorite part?
Where I got
What
the
was-
best.
What was my favorite part of spending a week hunting down a psychopath to retrieve a traumatized woman and end up back here? I wouldn't say I had much of a favorite.
Okay, so like it was actually really fun when we went to go talk to the advisor because their place was super dope. And I don't know, I kind of like that we like hunt down bad guys and like remember that lovely lesbian couple that just happened to be homicidal.
The Emerald lesbian homicide.
I know, but what? They weren't even in here. We didn't even go to Emerald. What? Is he just saying like this is another murder mystery we have?
Yeah. We cracked another case.
Not making connection. Continue.
This is one fucked up episode of Supernatural.
Right.
Well, I must say,
CW is bankrupt. We don't discuss Supernatural here.
Rest in peace, CW.
You should have let the gays have what they wanted. Just saying. Continue.
well, I did spend that entire week in a different area than most of you. What tower? He did. He kind of went off and buggered off and did his own thing with the twins.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
Everyone
like,
else was
y'all were
elsewhere.
kind of operating in two separate but like communicating groups essentially.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought we were on the boat together. Before
Oh,
we got.
Zank is still talking about Emerald.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Darren was like ignoring that part of the conversation
Okay.
and like when we were in this town, I didn't go to a fancy tower.
I didn't go where you went. I was being a
No, the tower. I'm gonna go back tomorrow.
To the tower.
Well, no, to the city. But if you want, we can maybe check it out. If you want to come, I had to tell everyone else too.
All right. We'll see what everyone decides.
Okay. Do you know any good drinking games?
Do I know any good drinking games, DM? Like, I don't know who's.
You know what? Out of your mouth starts coming the explanation for a game that you call that, to be fair, Darren has never heard of. That a game that you call the Flaming Kings, and you're going to need a deck of cards, and depending on what you roll or what you draw, there are different like small rules, and you have to put those on top of a shot glass. Whoever knocks over the pile then has to take the shot.
You would bring King's Cup into this world. It's canon. It's canon.
Yeah, it's canon now.
Oh wait, I know this game. It's what do we call it? We call it Drunken Uncles. Because
Drunkles. Anyway.
Yeah, our family's always having fun. That's the nice way of putting it. But yeah, I'll go grab a deck of cards from the bartender or the tavern person.
Good stuff. So, real quick, Zank, you hop off and go get the cards. There's no issue there. Like, don't worry about it. In the brief, like, 2 minutes that you're gone, we get a jump cut into Darren's head.
Okay.
And you see her, like the figure of her just sort of like, and then she rounds on Darren, who is kind of, he looks like he got kind of roughed up with whatever the fuck the last thing was going on. You know, you've got like a little bit more of a bruise on your cheek in a way, like it's kind of like the corner of your mouth like has like the lip is split kind of. You have not been treated well. So she like rounds on you and is like, so you were more directly involved with the removal of my emerald pawns than I had thought. Is that what's going on here?
Is that? It's a very strange gnome. I don't know if I would listen to anything he says.
I'm not a gnome at this moment.
I mean, but she knows you
Yeah.
are.
Oh yeah.
She knows. Like
she knows. And she's going to like sigh very dramatically and like kind of use all those tendrils to float up very quickly. And she does that really disconcerting thing that people do when they're very, very assured of like how much power they have over you, where it's like that very gentle, just like catch under the chin and tilt up kind of thing. And she's like, so many things up. Anyway, just sort of the now
I'm sorry.
it would go so much simpler if you would just cooperate.
Bitch, you stop touching my partner.
I'm so sorry. So this would go so much easier if you would just cooperate. I'm sure it can't be fun trying to drag it out and getting punished quite so often.
You know, cooperation was never really my strong suit.
Fine. She touches your temple. Real quick, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Wait. Keep forgetting. To do this more.
Why do I actually want you to fail?
14.
Hey,
Thanks, Paige.
hold on.
Listen, I'm intrigued.
Hold the phone. A twinkle of glitter hits your eye from across the tavern as Zink turns, smiles and waves at you, and gives you his inspiration.
Aww. I'll allow it.
Okay.
These are your friends. You have connections to them.
21.
Yeah.
Oh.
21. Sorry, Paige. I also wanted to see it go badly, but I'm like, don't kill Zink.
So yeah. So here's the thing. It's essentially it's a partial success. The DC is fairly high, and I do apologize for that, but not too much. The DC is fairly high, so you didn't fully fail, but you failed within a certain amount of points close to passing. So you get essentially a partial success, kind of like in Monster Hearts. So yeah, so you're able to you're able to prevent her from getting everything. She doesn't have all of it, but she does get some of the key bits, enough to kind of keep her afloat if this happens to come up later. So she's able to get a little bit more detail about like your involvement, that you were kind of just going around the boat trying to figure shit out, and that they ended up, committing suicide together. And she's able to kind of get that, but she doesn't get everything. So she doesn't know the details of conversations that were said. She doesn't actually even know like the details of what they said to you as they were dying. Stuff like that. She has a very broad view of it. I will tell you though,
I guess an image of an elf with a mimosa in hand.
yeah, just like
Just says, what did you do now?
Yeah, just I disregards because she's don't know who that is. Anyway, no. So she gets this sort of broad overview. I will say the only downside is that it does, like, no matter what, whenever she like sucks this information out of you, it does hurt. It's part of her process. The more that she makes it hurt for you to not cooperate, the more likely you are to cooperate, because that's basic torture. So yeah, it hurts. It is not great. It is unpleasant to the max. And when she pulls back, you've got another you've got like another like trickle of blood kind of coming up from this side, kind of thing. But you know she hasn't gotten everything, so you don't feel that total like you do know that she hasn't gotten everything. I don't know if that kind of bolsters you to make it so that you don't feel like a total defeat kind of thing, but you know that she has limitations and that you can hold her off if you're lucky enough, essentially.
Okay.
So yeah, so you got something.
Do I take any damage, or because that's not my physical body? I don't know how you want it. Do you want me to like keep track of like mental or like?
We could say it's it could just be straight up psychic damage.
Okay.
But it might be because she's directly connected to yourself. You essentially take like, you're vulnerable to it right now. So you would take like double of what you normally would. So if she decides to like go whole hog one day, you might be like walking that fine line.
Okay.
But okay, sure. You're very lucky. I rolled minimums. So you're only taking 4 damage, and that's after it's been doubled.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. Cool. But yeah, Zinc, in like 2 minutes, you come back down, and Darren looks completely fine. Like, he looks like exactly where you left him, sort of like staring at the mead, reaches in, pulls out a small gnat and like flicks it away, and then swirls it and is like, all right.
I found a deck. It might be missing a few cards, but that's okay.
All right.
So real quick, because I think I'm gonna try and jump to at least one other thing. Let's just do a quick roll off, just like best of 3, to see who wins this drinking game.
20.
And then I'm
Rollies? Are we playing rollies right now?
Is
Yeah,
the
best
D20?
Yeah, D20, just best of 3 flat roll.
Ooh.
First roll's a 10.
5. No.
12.
4.
All right, well, Darren's won.
Okay, the last one would have been like.
Natural 20.
This
Zinc?
bitch does not want you to get drunk.
Zinc is drunk as a skunk. Oh wait, hold on. Let me make a Constitution save.
Yes, please.
Another 4, really?
Oh, no.
I give Zinc my inspiration.
No, it's okay. Because a 4 is a 13 for me.
Okay, you are definitely, you're drunk. You're not schmammered, but you are drunk. You're feeling good. You're kind of wobbling a little. You're like, wobbling a little bit on the thing. You're definitely drunk. Which actually kind of sets me up for the next one. You decide, because you're drunk, that you're gonna hop down and grab some of the cards that have fallen on the ground, because of course they did, because you managed to hit the shot glass just like exactly wrong and kind of spilled some of the cards. So you're gonna hop down and get the cards. Real quick, I need you to make me a dex save.
No.
Is it a magical deck save?
It is not. It is a straight up.
It is you're drunk and need to climb off of a bar stool.
Okay.
Oh.
Gnome for the win, dirty 20.
Nice. You manage to make it onto the ground in one piece, and you are bending over. You are picking up these cards. Everything is going great. And then some poor woman who, or some poor person, honestly, I think it's a dude, who is even drunker than you are, kind of like sides in there, back and forth a little bit. And he bumps you, and goes, whoa. And when he bumps you, you then bump the person behind you, who is a big, big, big motherfucker.
Oh no.
who is just a very large man, who turns around, and you see that you have bumped him, because like you hit him at the leg at like just the exact wrong moment, who turns around and his beard is just covered in froth from his beer.
Hi, I can help you with that if you want.
And this this man looks you up and down, thunks his beer on the thing so hard that it sends some of the froth up, and then just sort of reaches down, picks you up by like either side, and is like, big mistake, little man. So I'm gonna need you and Darren to roll initiative.
Oh my god, y'all are getting into a bar fight.
Yeah, sure.
I'm missing out.
Well,
I mean, y'all are in the same inn/tavern. Could y'all like hear the ruckus?
I think because this guy.
It's been a while, so I mean, if Isla or Drax or Devotion or anyone came down.
Yeah. This guy rolled middling on his. Real quick, what did you and Darren roll? Let's at least get those out of the way.
Oh yeah. 14.
It's my magic power. 5.
Oh, good.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I rolled a natural 1 plus 4.
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
Garnet right now is like, this is a highly trained assassin. Why can't I make his limbs do what I want?
Devotion, I'm going to say you and Sutha are so sort of engrossed in your conversation that you don't hear this. But Drax and Isla, go ahead and just roll perception for me to see if you will eventually hear the sounds of fighting as they drift up.
Yeah. Devotion
A bar fight sounds different from just
I'm
a rowdy.
fucking loving this.
It doesn't matter if someone
Belladonna is in another city. She's just sipping on her tea, is wondering, I wonder what that little blue gnome is up to. Meanwhile, Zeke is about to get his lights knocked out.
Damn. He about to rock my shit.
Yeah.
You guys, I can't even tell you what's about to happen.
Oh no.
23.
24.
Oh my god.
Fucking all right. I think you guys probably honestly what draws your attention is that because it does do that thing where because this guy is huge. So it does do that thing where like everybody sees him stand up and they all go, oh no. Like there's that moment of like absolute quiet.
Oh no, bro.
Before stuff starts. So I think that might be what it is.
The fact that the whole building goes fucking quiet is what
exactly.
alerts y'all.
It's just like, wait.
It's too quiet.
Exactly. It's too quiet. That's not supposed to happen. Not in this town. Not in this bar. I think that is what draws you guys maybe to be like, everything okay?
Question.
Yes.
I'm sure Drax knows this type of quiet, especially in the tavern, given where he grew up.
You know that the quiet's never good. Never, ever good. If Sierra were here, she would tell you the exact same thing of either like, oh, we need to go break something up, or someone just died. It's like when you're babysitting a child and the house is silent, it's a bad sign. It's a bad sign.
Oh yeah, that's a bad sign.
You just hear a faint voice in the back of your head. You should probably go investigate.
But so Isla notices that Drax notices the quiet, but instead of a concern, Drax just has a smile on his face.
I am now suddenly concerned. Where's the fire?
Oh, it's the best kind of fire. We're about to have a tavern brawl.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Like,
You know what? Hold on.
is Isla about to get in a tavern brawl with Drax?
Isla just goes, okay.
Oh, I am so happy right now. Drax just looks at Isla. Wait, you
You want me to get punched more, so
Ooh, snap.
literally grabs Isla's face. Mwah! I love you.
shut the fuck up. What the hell? Sorry, that was weird as fuck.
What happened?
My phone went off.
Attention.
It's like, excuse me, bitch.
But no, like Drax literally grabs your cheeks, like doing that whole squish thing, like plants a big one. It's like, great, I love you. Let's do this. So,
Like,
the room's on an upper level, right?
Yeah, one level up.
Drax jumps off the balcony,
well,
Alright,
like
roll me a
full of
quick
volts,
dex
just like yeah.
save. Alright, roll me a quick dex save, and then both of you need to give me initiative.
cool.
Just leaving Isla behind, like
That-
Leroy Jasons.
Oh no, Drax hasn't been in a tavern brawl in a long while. He needs this. That's
We all
20.
need a little.
That's 23 on the deck save.
All right, good. You hit and roll. You're fine. You didn't blow out your knee.
yikes.
Initiative, Isla.
Not good.
Oh no, what'd you get?
I rolled a 2 on the die, so an 8 total.
You know, it's better than Darren.
That is 19 for my initiative.
Good stuff. Okay. So Drax, you duck roll, come in here. You see this big guy who's got like the person that you know is Zinc in disguise, just like up like this. This man looks like his father was a mountain. He's large.
Do I have time to do a quick jeer?
Yes.
Oi, what's your nuts? How about you fight someone who's a little bit more worth your while?
Hi, Drax.
Hey, Zink, you good, buddy?
Oh yeah, I got this.
That might be the case, but I'm gonna jump in anyway.
Okay.
Isla's gonna
Alright.
step in and go, before things get hairy, are you sure you want to do this? And look
Okay.
straight at the big guy.
Is Isla like sort of
Crack
descending
about
the
me,
staircase, just like
Oh, please tell me you're doing this like
She's just
really.
fucking descending the staircase like a regal queen.
Yep. Absolutely. She's walking down the stairs, her hair doing the whole thing, and she's like, are you sure you want to do this?
he told
I ain't scared of no pressed up pricks. And he's gonna just like go as if he's gonna start moving. So Drax, you were up first. What do you want to do? Also, I'm putting a whole thing in here. It is all going to be non-lethal because you all know how to handle yourselves in a fucking bar fight.
How
You're not
far?
going to be murdering people.
How far? How far is?
You're like 15 feet from this man.
Oh, Drax is just gonna absolutely bum rush and tackle him to the ground.
Okay, that sort of is the impetus that sets off everyone else. As soon as you move, it's just this big uproarious like thing of people just starting to go all in. So since you're not using your actual, unless you're using like the flat of your blade, but if you're just charging,
Oh no, Drax has his armor off, no weapons, bare fucking hands.
all right, good shit. All right, so just roll for me. I cannot for the life of me remember if you get extra bonuses to hand, but if you do, throw them on.
Me personally, no, because I don't have the Tavern Brawler feat.
Okay, cool.
So it's just I guess to tackle him to the ground would be athletics.
Yeah, athletics is, especially because you're running and charging. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Go.
21.
Good shit. Yeah, definitely hit this dude. So yeah. All right. So you can just like wham into this guy's side
Like,
and send him skidding a couple of feet.
Full on rugby tackle, just boom.
And he's still got zinc, so he just and he's still got like zinc in hand, so you all kind of just topple. I guess roll a d4 plus your strength. I think that's how this kind of improvised thing is.
Unless it's a full on unarmed strength, which is a flat 6, I think something like that. Yeah, I think it's a d4.
Okay. What?
4. That's 4 plus 5. That's 9.
Nice. All right. Good shit. Yeah, you managed to like just hit this man full on the side with like your armor and everything. So, and with the taking him to the ground, it's just it's a pretty decent hit overall. Like he's like, oi, and he's, you know, he's up in arms. Everybody around him has started just like pitching in. There's fucking. There are fists being flung everywhere. There are cloaked people like oh, like there's some like oh shit like just up and running. There's a couple that look like they're kind of helping out. There's like there's one dude in the corner who's got like a blue cloak who's just kind of like bop 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 to the people around him. There's somebody back in the back is in like a black cloak with like a mask or something. You can't see under the hood, but it looks like they got something shiny, and they're also kind of moving. It's a whole fucking thing, y'all. There's a lot of people. Like you guys see a fucking like a halfling just me across.
Scablet.
He lands in the back. He pops up. He's got a beer bottle in his hand, and he goes after the person that threw him. It's a whole goddamn thing. So next up we got
I would like to action surge.
Yes.
just beat a man. Sure.
Like he's still holding the zinc.
Yeah, it's just like that, like residual, like I'm on the ground, but he's like got one hand here, and on his turn he would like push himself up, but he's got one hand on zinc still.
Honestly, this is Pine Drax. This is the most action I've had in like, you know, a couple of years. So
Like push it, like holding him down. Drax is taking his right hand and just boom, like, but at the same time shouting, "Put the gnome down!"
All right, roll me again.
I'm in half form right now, Drax.
Technically thrown, and you're taking advantage of it. I'm gonna say you get advantage for this.
Yeah.
Advantage on strike. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
God, if I had popcorn right now, I'd be eating the hell out of it watching this. This is great.
That 21 for the first.
Yeah, that hits.
And for the second, that is a 24. So that's
both hit.
So 12 points of bludgeoning.
All right, good stuff. He's not down yet. He definitely, like, you felt something like pop or crack or something. He's got like a bloody eye, or he's got like a black eye, like in the making kind of thing, and he's just, ooh, I'm gonna get you. It's awesome.
Ooh, I'm gonna get you.
I will get you.
Put him down.
Well, he does have a moment. He does release Zinc to then grab you by the collar. So progress. So.
Oh, now we're playing, princess.
So in the back, probably like Darren and Isla, since you guys have a better like bird's eye view of this situation, you guys see that one of the hooded guys in the back is just kind of like shooting through and moving quickly, and they've got something shining in their hand, probably a small dagger, something like that. But as they're going, you can see like small cuts appearing on at least a couple guys near them. One guy's beard just fucking like floats to the ground behind him. So but like he's still there. It's just no more beard. It's just so it keeps on going, and seems to be kind of like working on the outer perimeter where like a bunch of people are just like wailing on each other. But they got it, I guess. Next up is Zinc. You're on the ground. You have recently been released. You didn't fall on the ground, so that your ears are ringing.
Is the guy who grabbed me still on the ground?
Yeah, he's right there.
I'm going to, and Drax is close enough that he can see this, but Zinc is going to lean down like over this guy's face and like put his mouth next to this guy's ear and say something that only he, wait, what's his hit point total?
Not much.
Yeah. Off the table, I'm casting Power Word Stun, which is an 8th level spell that he cannot avoid. But to everyone in the tavern, no one can hear the word except the target, and you see like this flash of like blue mystical light sort of escape from Zank's lips, but also it is a spell.
Please turn into a fucking plant.
Let the wild magic sorcerer go ape shit in the middle of a tavern brawl, surrounded by people, when he could easily just blow himself up. This is a great idea.
By the way, before we get to the magic, so the power word stun, you speak one word of power that can overwhelm the mind of one creature you can see within range, which is 60 feet, leaving it dumbfounded. But if the target has 150 hit points or fewer, it is stunned. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. The stunned target must make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns before the stunning effect ends.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So this means that Drax, you now have a stunned giant dude in front of you who is I think pretty much defenseless.
Basically.
Yeah.
No, you say this to the guy and he goes to like snarl something, and then his mouth is just his face got stuck that way. His mouth just kind of stuck in like
I'm not gonna tell you what the word is though. So a stunned creature is incapacitated, so they can't move, they can only speak falteringly. They automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and they can't take actions or reactions.
Flash bomb in a movie.
So that just happened.
So high, low, or mid?
Low.
You are safe. Right. I rolled quite high. So
Okay, good. All right, and then Zinc is just gonna sort of like dust his illusory jacket off, stand up. But as he's standing up, he's gonna pat the big man on the cheek and be like, you know, you're cute. We could have had a fun time tonight. And he's gonna walk over to Darren.
Who's just been chilling.
Yeah, and Zink's just gonna be like, that's my turn.
God. So good shit. Lord have mercy. So yeah, so this guy is just here. He can't do anything. You hear like this like garbled sound. And he just kind of like because he can't really do a whole hell of a lot right now. His face is stuck like that. So yeah. Next up is kind of the bar as a whole. I'm having like kind of move as a separate person. besides him, but it's filled with like 20 some patrons. There's a whole bunch of fuckers in here. So it's there's just a lot of like heaving and toing and froing of just like chaos. Like somebody takes a swing at Isla but misses. Somebody else kind of like dog piles Drax from the back, and it's just kind of like weirdly enough, it seems like they're like literally biting your ankles. You turn around, it's someone's tiny dog.
It's an ankle biter.
Someone brought a fucking chihuahua to the bar.
Knew I never liked small dogs. Fuck off.
It's an emotional service chihuahua.
So service chihuahua.
I would like to call bullshit on that.
Anyway, so somebody else, kind of honestly, somebody else probably kind of goes up to like the big guy and is trying to like pull him upright, but like they literally can't get him to move. So they're just like, oh, what the fuck you do to him? It's chaos. It is utter and complete chaos, just no matter what. A couple of other people are converging on some of the hooded guys that I mentioned earlier, especially the one in black, because they're just they are doing great. But you guys can just kind of see that from across the bar. It's chaos. The bartender, you get like a small look, is just like, nope, he's ducked under the bar. he's just gonna wait it out. He does this shit like 3 times a week. So he's just nope. So Isla, it is your turn. What do you want to do? You have a smorgasbord of ruffians, of ragamuffins, if you will. I'm sorry.
Icarus spoke the forbidden word.
That's a power word kill.
That is actually the power word.
So you mentioned that someone like dogpiled Drax, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, somebody has like jumped on his back, and somebody else is like literally it's a dog biting his ankle.
How far are they from me?
They're probably, you came down the actual stairs. They're probably about 20 feet away from you.
Sweet. That's
so yeah,
exactly what I need.
Just take a vine, just pick up Nelly.
She sees the guy hop on Drax's back, and then the dog like gnawed his ankle. It casts Thorn Whip and just wraps the whip around the guy's neck if she can.
Good shit. Yeah, roll for me.
Oh God. Let's see.
Well, mark me down as scared and thorny.
That was amazing, and I congratulate you.
14.
Yeah, no, that hits, man.
Yes. Yeah, so she's gonna
Just
yeah, she's gonna okay, fine. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna say. So she like thorn whips this guy, wraps around his neck, yanks him towards her. I think that's how it works. Let me read.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe so.
I could pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to me.
Yeah, well, you can at least get him off Drax.
Yeah, so I'll pull him off and just go, if you're gonna act like a dog, then you better bite like one. And he's gonna take 3d6 piercing damage.
Head's gonna hit the ground. He's just gonna die.
It's all non-lethal. It's all non-lethal. So the most he would do is pass out.
5 points.
Okay, gotcha.
Rolled really poorly.
That happens. So yeah, you do that. You yank this man back, and he just starts spewing a huge, like, just a fountain of profanity as he just like whacks into the ground.
And as a bonus action, she's gonna transform into a wolf.
I will say, once you do that, that tiny dog that had been going after Drax's ankle, like whips itself around, sees you and then goes scuttling out the door like doing
I was
that.
about to say, if that dog sees her as a wolf, she's gonna growl and bark.
Yeah, no, dog's fucking booking it. Like, nope, I don't get paid for this shit.
Nope.
Thanks, babe.
So,
It does that like thing.
So, Darren, it is your turn. And it is your turn.
Okay.
Again, utter chaos. Zinc is now back in front of you in one piece overall, honestly. So
We're at
there are a lot of things going on. What do you want to do?
We're at a booth in the corner.
You guys are not necessarily at a booth. You guys are two bar stools, like kind of at the corner of the bar.
Oh, even better. Even better.
Oh
It makes
boy.
no sense.
No. The nearest abandoned shot that's sitting on the bar,
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna knock it back and watch.
Yes.
Amazing. Honestly, it's mid-shelf vodka, but you know what? It works.
Just you know, like
Fucking
they off they got him, punched him in the face, and he's just like leaning back on the bar, just watching.
Just real quick. The big dude who's stunned does get a con save.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, at the end of each of his turns.
Okay, what's a DC?
A lot. 18.
Okay, he did not make it.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, and he is stunned until he makes that save.
Good shit. Well, it's Drax's turn again, back at the top of the round. I don't think he's gonna get another try. Drax, what do you do?
See the guy on the ground. He's actually not gonna hit the guy on the ground.
Oh, okay.
You have
Because-
advantage on the attacks. But also I get
the cheap shots, you know, like
he tried to eat your friend.
yeah, but now he's incapacitated. He's fine. He's
Yeah.
fine. He's gonna look. Drax is gonna look for like the fuckers in the cloaks.
Sorry, say it one time.
Drax is gonna look for the fuckers in the cloaks.
Okay. There's one guy in person. There's one person in a blue one that looks like he's just like fisticuffing it up. He's actually doing like that old school like one of these formations, like
Queensborough rules.
Yes, that thing. So he's taken on about like 4 guys. It looks like is what he's got kind of like concentrated on him at the moment. The other one is kind of like in the back section, again like a dark black cloak as far as you can tell, and seems to be kind of making their way through. They've got a couple of guys that have converged on them right now, but they're moving pretty quickly, so no one's able to necessarily get like a drop on them at the moment. The other guys, the one in blue seems to be having a bit more difficulty, if I'm being honest.
I'm bum rushing the person in the black cloak.
No. Are you?
Like just full on.
You can try, I guess. Roll me dex.
Okay. 18.
Okay. Let me see here. That. That. Sorry, I didn't stat him out. So 1 second. Where are my notes? There's something. Okay. Okay. Real quick though, Drax, you're trying to go across an entire crowded bar because there's still a lot of people in the bar. I think you're gonna need to roll with disadvantage to get across there in one piece on your turn because it technically counts as difficult terrain.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, like they're both across the bar from you, but if you're trying to bum rush across an entire like field of people, essentially, that's kind of difficult.
Even with 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, because like it's not that you
Okay.
couldn't get to there, but it's that there's so many people.
Difficult
And if
terrain.
you're trying to like bum rush in a straight line, that's very difficult. So you're gonna need to be shoving people out. It's gonna mess with your actual dex score. So,
Okay, so disadvantage.
right, yeah.
I actually rolled better on that one, so it's still 18.
All right, fair enough. So I think what's gonna happen is you're gonna make a bum rush across the floor. You're gonna manage to get through people, sort of like shove here, shove there, and everything like that. And you're getting across the way. You do get to the other side. However, by the time that you get to the other side, it looks like this person has managed to sneak just a couple of additional patrons ahead of you. So you get over there and you go, aha, and it's just some sailor. And you see the guy in the cloak is a couple of like people away at this point. So they're continuing to like keep moving around, but you're seeing a line of like, it looks like the sailor has again lost his beard. It's a mad barber.
Drax is going to turn to the sailor with the X beard. You've been hurt enough today, losing that. You're fine. Grab the nearest bar chair and yeet it at the black cloak.
Fucking Christ. Okay, sure.
This motherfucker's zipping around like a fucking ninja. Drax wants a challenge.
So he you dodge the thing, and it looks like this person is just keeping going. They're not going in necessarily like a straight line. So you chuck it, and by the time you chucked it, they've already kind of zagged over to another person. So it just kind of lands in like a clear spot. They're keeping moving, they're keeping it going, and it looks like they're working. They're probably like they probably work in taverns or have like been in one a lot. It looks like they're kind of doing that thing where you like, not necessarily that you're like squeezing between people, it's just you're using the momentum to kind of keep flowing like water, or something to that effect.
It's so much like an Assassin's Creed where you slalom through a crowd.
Yeah, kind of. It's almost like the ADD thing where it's like meow, meow, meow.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole thing like that. And you see another beard flutter to the ground. Actually, as you're watching through all of this, you're seeing this person just start like kind of as they're curving, because you've got like you're directly like watching and have eyes on them now. You see them take a sudden curve and like work with that line, and you're seeing guys just start like either like falling or just like or being like dramatic like in their wake. You see a full like I think 8 guys as they're going through, just sort of like with small like superficial cuts, or just missing their beards, just going behind them, until eventually they get up to that big guy where
Oh my god, I love this chaotic Sweetie Todd here.
Sweeney Todd man, or person. Sweeney Todd, you legitimately cannot tell. It's a big cloak.
Sweeney T.
Anyway, you Sweeney Todd envy. So you see them actually come up to the guy who's still left stunned, and they actually like reach down. It's a real quick, just like it looks like they probably like whacked him in the temple with the butt of whatever the fuck they had in hand, and cut off the beard. And instead of letting this one drift to the ground, they hold it up, and you can see it in their hand. And in their hand, surprisingly, because you thought maybe it would have been a dagger, is a straight razor.
Do I recognize the straight razor?
Roll me history.
Because Drax knows one person with a straight razor. That is total of 21.
Okay. Even from this distance, I think you are familiar with that straight razor. There's just something about the patterning along the edges of it It definitely does look kind of familiar, but you can't see the person that's under the cloak. Like legit. But yeah. So once that guy's taken out, and he like kind of goes out, the fight kind of peters out of a lot of the rest of the people. Like once it's sort of like, I have the trophy. It kind of allows everything to sort of peter out from there. And as you, I guess probably like reconvene near each other. I don't think the person in the cloak doesn't seem to go like too far. So once you guys sort of reconvene, what do you do?
Interesting weapon of choice, especially the tavern brawl. Care to comment?
Oh, please. I honestly needed a shave. The figure turns, pulls their hood back, and they're wearing this intricate raven mask. And pulls their mask off, and y'all see Sierra. But her hair is now pixie cutted, and she's got a shock of white coming up this way.
Couldn't resist the tavern brawl.
See you all survived.
Nearabouts. Could never resist a tavern brawl, could you?
No, never really could.
I almost threw a chair at you.
Yes, you did. You tried to barrel me down as well, I believe.
Oh yeah, you were ninja around the place. I thought you might actually be a challenge.
At least I'm a challenge now. And she's gonna grab a random tankard that's nearby, probably somebody else's, and she's gonna take a swig from it.
It's the sour mead.
Shall we?
Sure.
Wait, are we still in initiative or?
Nah, the fight's kind of petered out now that so many people have been put on their ass or are, mourning the demise of their glorious beard. Not so glorious, honestly. They cheated the cut.
Isla will turn back to normal.
Well, can I at least get a hug from my sis?
Me first.
Fuck, dude! Jesus Christ!
Zeke is gonna cast fly on himself and fly towards Sierra at full speed.
Like Sierra turns to look when she hears Darren's voice, and then she's just met with a flash of blue.
Yep.
Zink flies towards her. Oh, hello! Oh.
I missed you so much.
Yeah, missed you too, Zink.
I'm so sorry. And welcome back. Don't ever leave us.
It wasn't really my choice. I kind of got plucked off the material plane.
I know. He's just like squeezing you, but not like murder squeeze. Like just zinc squeeze.
Missed you too, buddy.
And then he'll let go so Darren can get in, I guess.
I guess.
Hello, you.
Hello, you.
See, you're still alive.
So are you. New look as well.
Hair was getting a tad too long again, so I decided to shear it off.
He just pulls her in for a big hug.
Does he seem off to me at all?
A hug?
This man does not hug
Y'all
in
know
public.
he's not. Well, he doesn't do he's not going to kiss her in public, but he's also been away from her for a while. So that's realistic. But he's
It's
not
more of an
big.
instinctual. Scarlet is back of her head like, oh, ew, hug. Oh God, we're hugging. Oh no. The back of her head. Oh God, yeah.
Oh
Fair enough.
my sentiment.
Sentiment and affection. Meanwhile, Darren's like laying in his goo pool like, yeah.
I don't think this specifically would be quite enough yet, because as he
Okay.
mentioned, it has been a while, and I think you may have been more surprised if he hadn't done anything.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything seems off yet.
All right.
Just part of her skill is making sure that nothing does seem off.
All right. Also, we gotta hydrate the channel.
I need a pop.
Thank you, Drew Blue.
With water.
What's up, Drew?
Yeah. But she'll hug him back.
I filled this can with
My cup
water
is-
earlier.
Sorry.
So I take it the mission in Diamond was successful.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
Yep.
Small ragtag group like you took her out all by yourselves.
Well, not exactly.
Seems I have missed a lot in 1 week. And she'll just saunter over to a table and basically just go like, come, follow, I need to listen. I need to hear stories.
Jax goes to Isla. You good?
I'm fine. And she kind of like brushes stuff off a little bit. And she notices Sierra, but kind of consciously stays a couple of steps away as to not crowd her.
Mm.
Jax just kind of like pulls away a tuft of hair covering her face. So how was your first tavern brawl?
Kind of fun.
They are, aren't they? Oh, that guy was heavy.
Did you see I got him on the neck with the whip, and it was kind of
that was just pitch
I was
perfect.
happy with that one. I thought it was really cool.
I must say, the one person I feared most in this tavern was you, Isla.
Is he still stunned, by the way?
He's still on the ground.
Just like,
He is
Just
now
on the ground
unconscious and snoring very heavily.
okay.
She's gonna like lean her head, to take a look at Sierra and just go, "Thanks,
Hmm.
hi."
Also, y'all notice she's chipper again.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Yeah, I was like, "Hi."
So you'll have to tell me exactly what went down. I need to be called up.
Well,
Where's the big red bastard himself, anyways?
Probably spending time with Anya. I think we can allow him that.
That's fair.
Uh,
Where's Flora?
Hold that thought. Barkeep.
emotional damage.
I'm sorry. Like, she said something, but she's still got questions.
Barkeep. Your largest mug of mead.
Get me whiskey, please.
I'll take water, please.
Yes, you
And
look like you need water, darling.
Yeah.
4 tumblers of whiskey. I assume the barkeep does the thing, or is he still like waiting until it's fully dissipated?
Finn thinks here will just go over and take the alcohol.
Fair.
You all sensed it too.
Yeah.
You get a tea bag.
She'll reach into her quiver and pull out the little black and gold tea bag. We had a
He's gone.
fucking god walk amongst us this whole time.
It's just like him to teabag us on his way out too.
Not touching it.
Drax pulls in Zinc for like that one-armed squeeze. Let's be fair. That's pretty much on brand for Flortma.
Mm-hmm.
I miss him.
I do too.
I don't know.
Flortma.
He's still with us. To Flortma.
To that.
Didn't we call
egotistical bastard he was? He did have a lot of words of wisdom.
Well, he kind of was a god. So
That is
having
fair.
an ego kind of comes with the job description.
That is fair.
And no wonder he was so blasé about stuff he's done in the past, as well as just...
No wonder he was so fine with us just committing crimes in front of him.
And...
Allegedly.
Also,
Keyword though.
Very loose on the term legal.
Although now I'm really concerned if he has to judge us in the next life. Because he has some major... Not to make a pun, he has major tea on all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. We are either safe or royally screwed.
Alright, so... Big man is gone. What's a bitch face has been dealt with. Anya's safe.
Yes.
You all have really managed to get that all done in 1 week. I was only gone for a week.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of which, I totally forgot, and I already feel a headache coming.
Sierra's just gonna push the glass of water towards Zinc.
Glug, 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 glug. Thank you. I'm gonna go back to where was it? Diamond?
Yeah.
We're just we're everywhere. And I'm gonna go back to Diamond to talk to Belladonna. She's this really rad person we met there. She's helped us out. She's super cool.
So you made a new friend while you were there.
Yeah, I think you'd like her a lot. She's really dope. Ooh, and she read your fortune.
Well, she seems like an interesting person to meet.
Well, apparently she was Rayla's ex, so.
No, you're serious?
Yes.
Did they room together?
Yes. When we weren't working.
It's been an interesting week.
Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna use the little gnome's room. I'll be right back.
Well, enough about us. What did you get up to?
You know, mental breakdown day before we're supposed to go on a mission. Father pulls me aside. That's why I didn't travel with you. And then Raven Queen herself appeared.
Oh.
In her true form.
Oh my.
Oh.
Apparently, I was dead inside enough to be able to view her in her true form, and she whisked me away to Shadowfell. Her domain.
How was that?
Very cold. Very cold. But her castle is beautiful. It's like mirrors and glass, and it's got a hall of memories. However, she was dealing with a pest problem, and she asked me, as one of my tasks to becoming champion was to take care of it. And now here I am. Because apparently you will need me again. According to her.
Did you manage to deal with some of the pest problem at least?
Darling, I managed to deal with the entire pest problem. If I hadn't finished it, I wouldn't be here.
Well, glad to have you back. Believe it or not, I missed you.
I'm gonna insight check Drax.
Well,
Natural fucking 20.
nice.
Oh, Drax, what did she see on your face?
No, he's being absolutely genuine.
For once, you're actually not lying.
Nope.
Damn, when did you get soft?
Points to Isla.
Isla points to herself.
Honestly, that's fair.
We really missed you. I missed you.
I missed you all too, but honestly, I do feel like I needed some time away.
How was it?
Oh, Zink, yes, I need to catch you up. Oh, so yeah, the Raven Queen pulled me away to Shadowfell. Very cold domain to be in, by the way. Her castle is beautiful. She had to deal with undead pests, and now I'm back here.
Oh, cool.
And I'm her champion now.
That's
Oh,
new.
full-fledged?
As far as I know.
That's dope.
Huh. Congrats.
Thank you. Alright, so I know Devotion's off doing something. Where's Sutha at?
With devotion.
Oh, that's fair.
We haven't heard any
Since
screams.
she's definitely considered Anya her family over us.
I think.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know
Sierra
why.
has not let that shit down.
I don't know what they're doing. I'm just letting them deal with it.
Isla kind of like sinks in her chair despairingly a little.
Hmm.
Well, look on the bright side. Sutha got what she wanted. Her family saved. So cheers to that.
All right. We're back. Drax is heading up to Devotion's door.
Oh shit.
Alrighty. And it's a little past 11:30, which is when we normally take a quick break. So let's take like a quick 10-minute break, bathroom, hydrate, snack, something, come back. And then we will see what's been going on in there.
We'll be right
Probably-
back, bitches.
Since you picked up Brilliant Diamond, I am telling you, utilize the underground. They have hideaways for Pokemon now. You can get some. You can get a Houndoom at like before the first gym.
I
Yeah.
love how we cut back to that with no fucking context.
None. Poke nerd. Go away now.
Oh, choose the underground, Icarus. For real. Houndoom's be
Big ol' hole in your
Welcome to the
backyard. You will find
underground.
Pokemon.
Have a look around.
Anyway, so onward. While the rest of the party was having a little miniature bar fight, I think I'll have a thing next time where I'll focus in on like what specifically Anya and Sutha were able to talk about. I feel like Devotion, you've probably started like some preliminary generalized planning because you can't know anywhere specifically that they're going to be until everything is like completely over and done with. So I'm guessing that may have been like what you were occupying your time with to like present as like, here's something I think could work, and then you guys can kind of hammer out details from there. I guess in sort of a roundabout way, like before Sutha and Anya finish their heart to heart essentially. What are some of the preliminary ideas that you have for what's gonna happen? Like you guys are gonna summon the kids and then they're immediately gonna get on a boat and like choo choo, or what you thinking?
This is going to get. I'm going to get dirty looks for this. The primary stipulation of the plan is that no one outside that room, being Anya, eventually the kids, Sutha, and Devotion, will be privy to the plan concerning them. Because the fewer people that know, the easier it is for them to hide. They can still do check-ins and stuff. Because I think the twins are going to. I think the original plan was the twins was going to go with them, as long as their location remains vague and nondescript. Things will be. So basically, the plan that he is going to tell the basic of the plan to the group, in that they are going to keep moving, keep their location secret. Basically, how the kids were kept safe. They're going to stay on the move and under the radar until everything is done. And is going to be like, we're not even Devotion or Suther will know exactly where they are at any point in time. They'll just know that they're all together and they're all moving and all as safe as they can be.
Gotcha. Yeah, because the twins are supposed to, which is another reason that Zank will be going up to Diamond tomorrow, not just to get the stuff from Belladonna, which is nice because it'll also give us that way to be like goodbye before we go on to the next step. But it's also got to pick up the twins and make sure everything's going to be okay. Get them back here so that you guys can then like sort of set out in whatever various ways. Now that you guys are situated here, you could get them on a different ship to Pindalan. There's not going to be just one. There will be several. Going to different ports and stuff like that. So once you guys get that settled, there's plenty of options now that you're in a port town, especially because you'll also have, you'll now actually have Sierra who can help you guys barter for passage and sort of make arrangements and stuff with people without getting cheated or robbed.
Well, kidnapping. We've had enough of that. Okay, exactly. We don't take that ship. That's pirates. Those are not the nice pirates that I am familiar with. Those bad pirates. We don't take that ship.
Just pass by one ship that looks very grand. It's like, trust me, you don't want to deal with them. No. We're leaving.
And it's not pirates, it's merchant sailors.
Exactly.
I honestly see CCL just go passing the marina, just looking at every ship just going, no, 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 certainly not.
Yeah.
The ship that Callie is standing on and goes, absolutely not, and keeps going.
Recognizes, nope.
Bye. He's also going to do something that I might regret later. but makes sense. He is going to give Anya the staff. He's going to give her Anya the staff of the Magi.
Sorry, one more time.
He's going to give Anya the staff of the Magi.
Oh.
She's a sorceress, so she can attune to it. And she sure as hell knows how to use that thing better than Devotion did.
Yeah, Devotion's plan for it kind of results to, well, in the last case scenario, I guess I could just snap it.
Yeah, it's just it's mildly a nuke. Yeah, he's using to use the magic he's used, just like, oh, it's just like I can't keep it in the small town if someone really bad comes along. Yeah, so he's used it before, but like never quite to its full potential, because he's more used to using his own skill set with magic and arms. But an already powerful sorceress wielding this thing, even if they do get found, they're not getting found again by the same person. She was vaporizing people, being half conscious and in a dazed state. Her fully aware and with that much power in her hand, yeah, no. That's gonna be it's both safer in her hands, and they are all safer with it in her hands.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, it's hard to look a giant shield and a staff and sword. It's like I just
okay. Yeah. So I think after a little bit, Sutha, I'm guessing we'll probably like need a break before everything gets discussed with like the group at large. Because I'm sure whatever's discussed is going to be emotional. So, but if not, we'll retcon it later. So I think she's going to leave the room for just a little bit. And this is before Drax gets back up there. And I think once that's done, Anya is going to sort of very carefully stand up. I think they were just kind of like sitting on the floor as they were discussing stuff. I think she's going to very carefully stand up. She's no longer like wobbly on her feet, but it does seem like she's being very very methodical with her movements, like every single one. Like it's almost like she's still testing that, like she's choosing to make each of these motions and each of these like movements forward. So she's being very very deliberate and very methodical about how she like moves and places stuff around. So she's going to stand up and she's going to come over to the bed where you've been like sketching out stuff, like jotting down ideas and stuff to present to everybody. And I think she's just going to sort of like very gently shift a couple of things just to the side, and probably just do a thing that I'm sure you guys have done a lot over the years, because like of the height difference and everything like that. Like she just very easily is able to sit on your lap and just kind of like lean in kind of, and if you put just like an arm around, it's almost like a little cozy scene. Cozy. Domestic.
Yes.
But yeah, so she does that, and she's just sort of, she doesn't seem like she's trying to like sort of I guess like spark an additional conversation. It's just kind of she just wants that comfort. So she just kind of settles down, leans sort of into you, and just sort of is there breathing for probably just a few minutes, honestly.
So rested on hers. It's kind of like,
So I guess we're going to have to rebuild the house.
You did set it on fire. Well, you had help. We're also going to have them remove that memorial stone after it's all over. That's going to be awkward to talk. That's going to be awkward to talk about with the neighbors.
Well, possibly. It Who knows? Maybe they'll have a little block party to celebrate once they stop being concerned on if I'm some sort of spirit come back.
We do live precariously close to the wood, to the Great Wood, so mysterious happenings aren't exactly new, but certainly would raise some eyebrows.
Well, not that that's anything unusual for us.
I mean, to be fair, they were very understanding, middle of nowhere village people. We could have ended up so a lot worse.
Are you all right?
That is a loaded question. I am better now that you are safe. Here. My microphone. There we go.
Sorry if anyone saw me leaning out and into camera all of a sudden. It's fucking snowing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's white shit on the fence.
Yep.
Not the illegal.
No. I am better now that you are safe. And also, in other ways, worse.
Even for those that deserve it. Taking the life of someone in your family is no easy feat.
And it won't be the last one. I can already predict some of my father's moves. When it finally reaches him, and he realizes that she's dead, he's probably going to increase Avarice's efforts in Obsidian and the outlying territories. Raids will pick up. They may even try a full frontal assault on Obsidian. They haven't tried that in quite some time. But I don't know how much of his numbers have swelled since then.
I don't remember very much of my time. I do know she used a mirror or something to talk to someone. She did almost every single day, which is one of the reasons it's one of the only things I remember. But I don't know who she was talking to. I could never hear it. I just remember her talking into it. For all I know, she may have been talking to herself, but I don't remember you saying that she was that vain.
No, staring at herself, sure, but vanity is more my brother's thing. Garnishing his horns in gold and such. But she did like to hear herself talk, but it wouldn't have served any purpose for what she was there. I know asking that is a lot, but do you know why you were there? She seemed to be gathering money, but we left before I could investigate the tent.
I don't know. It's so very difficult to put anything into any kind of order. It feels like everything that I'm looking through, it's the memory of a dream 3 days after I've woken up. It's disjointed and jumbled and vague. And bits and pieces come back, but only the absolute worst of it, or things that happen daily. I just know she used some kind of mirror or bowl to talk to someone, but I could never hear the other side. I think she was getting orders through it. It always felt like we were going off and doing something after she did that. The money, I never saw her giving it to anybody. She just kept amassing it over and over, and between one day and the next it would be gone. I don't know if she was actively paying someone off or if she was sending it to somewhere else. It just wouldn't be there between one day and the next.
Gathering funds for something.
Yes. But I never, I don't think there was ever an occasion when she talked to anyone else from your family, at least not in person. But for all I know, she may have been getting magical messages.
We didn't find any sending stones or communication devices that I'm aware of, though what she had on her was taken by the woman who helped you get here. I will pass along your thanks. Once you all are safely tucked away and on your way, I'm going to head back and see if I can't find anything there, as well as have some parting words for that arrogant asshole. He did not like that I was in his city.
Well, just because he's been doing this for longer than anyone can remember doesn't mean that he's correct.
Thankfully, one of my only friends in that city is his right hand, so I wasn't killed when I revealed myself to him, which is always nice.
Well, I hope the children recognize me. I know it's been a while.
They're smart kids. I get that from you.
Yes, with my luck, they'll get your height, and I'll be surrounded by giants at all turns.
And if Amelia isn't my height, she'll still be able to fly over your head.
I think about then is when you hear that the very brisk just sort of like tap 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 of somebody.
Guys, Oceans just kind of glance back at the door. Enter.
Joss comes in, just peeks his head in. You guys good?
That's a word. But we're all right.
You missed the tavern brawl.
Probably for the best.
Anya, you're okay?
Well,
As okay as one can be given your situation.
Are you okay?
well, I will say I am far better than I was this morning.
Good.
I don't think I'll be participating in any tavern brawls anytime soon.
I would love to see that one day.
It wouldn't be a tavern left. So
you all might want to come downstairs. There's a surprise for you.
Motion just scoops her up in his arms.
Come on down.
Doop, 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 doop. He's just carrying her away. Like, I'm not putting you out of my sight. Nope.
Nope. You are staying as close as
As
possible.
close to me as possible.
this is my baby. And ain't nobody going to touch it. Anyway. So
There's
yeah,
no food.
you guys come out. I'm gonna say Asutha's also probably like either trailing along. I don't know specifically what she would do. So honestly, I'll ask her tomorrow. I'm gonna say Sutha just didn't hear the knock at her door. For whatever reason, she may have already dropped off. Who knows? But Sutha's not gonna be at this particular one unless we talk to her and like retcon her coming later. So yeah, so you guys head on downstairs. You can definitely see the remnants of a bar brawl and a large one at that. There are some broken pieces of furniture everywhere, some of which is being dragged over to like the pile of broken shit. There's a couple of tables. There's several tables still intact. At least one of the big ones that you guys have all commandeered. And you can see probably at this point knocking back the last of the current tankard. A quasi-familiar face, but with very different hair.
Wow.
She's like halfway talking through the story. Yeah, so there was this shadow asp. Had to chase that out of the fucking castle.
Shadow asps? That sounds so cool.
Yeah, mostly it's just old shadowy creatures in the Shadowfell. I mean, it is called Shadowfell for a reason.
I wonder if you can say shadow asp really fast.
Shadow asp, shadow asp, shadow asp, shadow elf. Fucking hell, if it isn't the big man himself.
Oh, hey, Devotion.
There's a sight for sore eyes. I like the monochrome look. It looks good on you.
I'm kind of stuck with it until I can figure out how to change back.
You see him walk down and just holding this tiny redhead in his arms.
Just, hello, dear. I like the haircut. It looks very nice.
Thank you. Glad to hear that you're safe.
Yes, thanks. In no small part to your party.
Well, they know how to hold their own, that's for sure.
And that nice caster back in Diamond, but I'm guessing she was a local friend.
She was local to Diamond at the time.
Yeah. Light blue tiefling witch.
Oh, is this that friend you were talking about earlier, Zink?
Yeah, she's really cool. If you come, oh, by the way, I'm going to Diamond tomorrow. If you guys want to come. Oh wait, no, we can do that. I can take you wherever you need to go first.
Well, we need to acquire the twins, but
Oh, they're still back in the other city.
Yes.
yes, they were making things were secure and laying low. I still need to investigate my sister's tent and anything I can find in there, but that can wait.
I mean, if you want to go investigate, I can stay back here with Anya and make sure she's safe.
That is a very good idea. So you can understand what I'm like. He makes a face of like, that's a good idea. I will.
Totally not me wanting to avoid role-playing two characters at once.
I get that. I get that. It's like, okay. But like, I think That will give Anya some time with the kids alone and be able to get them used to things again. But I think that I will take you up on that offer, Sierra.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Anya, do you want a drink of something?
Ooh. I'd like a glass of whiskey, but I don't know if that's the best idea right now. So
I mean,
we could always water it down.
yes.
Sierra will go to the bar, just look the barkeep dead in the eye, grab a bottle of whiskey, grab a carafe of water, and just walk back to the table.
Oh yeah.
Be like, you saw me wreck this bar up. Don't fuck with me.
You'll get paid. Don't worry.
Yeah, and she's just like, don't worry, I have a tab going. Just put it on it.
Drax is gonna go to the bartender and pull out 150 gold.
That's a lot of coin.
Places it in front of him for the damages.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Like, sort of like a. I'm only half sorry for the. Actually, Jax will say this out loud because he gives no fucks.
Me fucks.
Only half sorry for the tavern brawl.
Nah. He like takes a couple and scoop. Enjoy your whiskey.
Oh, we shall.
Picks up the same glass that he's been like cleaning the inside of for the past like 3 hours and just goes right back to it. I don't know why that's always the thing, but it's the thing.
Because no one likes a bartender that sat behind the bar doing nothing.
So you have to look like you're doing something.
Mm. As someone who broke a red wine glass in her hand today, or yesterday. I was drying it. And it shattered.
Sarah makes her way back to the table and concocts a mixture for Anya that is 1 part whiskey, 3 parts water, just to start her off with.
Oh yeah, honestly, she sees that you've pre-mixed it and is like, "Thank you." 1 moment, and just shoots it.
I just go ahead and start pouring a new one.
Good.
I was like cross-legged, and then I moved, and then I fell over. Here now.
I suggest on this next one, take it a little slower. And I'll hand the glass to her.
Just needed that one.
And I'll hand the glass to her. This one now has 1 part whiskey, 4 parts water.
And then this one, she sips this one, but she needed that first one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Drax brings out the dwarven whiskey, hands it to Devotion.
Knocks it back.
Oh, it burns. It's a good burn, though. Good thing you're immune to fire damage.
Technically resistant, but yeah.
You're not going to bring that flask out and not offer any.
That's right. You have to share with the class.
Knock it back. I'm used to the burn. I needed that after this week. And I hand it back to him.
God bless Dad's recipe.
God bless Dar. So, you're all going back to the other city tomorrow. What's the plan after that?
Good question.
1 moment. She's gonna sort of look around, and you guys will see that she starts doing this essentially and kind of tracing a few sigils, and then she'll whisper something and do this, and it's almost like a very fine sort of reddish tinted web, not in the term of like the sparkles kind of look like a web kind of
Mm-hmm.
shape, kind of go around all of you guys in a dome. It settles, and then just sort of like winks out. Okay. That's a spell I had actually just developed a little before everything. I've now made it so that no sounds we make in here are able to pass the barrier. So no one can eavesdrop on us, but we can still hear what's going on. It's sort of a modified silence in a way. It's a little bit smaller, but it's very handy.
Devotion is just grinning proudly,
I'm
like,
impressed already.
Can I go through and come back?
Well, yes, people, things can go in and out. Just sounds can't.
Zink runs out of the area. And it's like,
So Anya like just kind of looks at all of you and goes, If you want to shout and sync, you can. He will not hear you."
Hey, short stack.
Think you hear none of this. You can see the people like moving. You hear nothing from any of them.
oh, wow.
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 God damn it, the Owen Wilson wow. The Owen Wilson wow strikes again.
Oh, it never fails to get a
I
smile.
can't help it. It
One
just
thing that was
reflexes.
missing
Like,
from the
He was just such a heartwarming.
Listen,
Wow.
I would have enjoyed Loki 10 times more if he just was allowed to go wow one time.
Just one.
One time.
once.
I wouldn't forgive the trope they did, but I would have enjoyed it more.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Continuing.
Continue. But yeah, then Anya kind of like waves to you, Zing, like, come on, come back in.
That's so cool.
And you notice like going through the little barrier of it. Again, you can't see the barrier of it anymore, but you can definitely. It's almost like you can kind of feel like a little like tickle on your skin, just sort of like as the sparkles are going around you. And there's no discernible difference from the sounds that you hear outside carrying over, but now you can actually hear like people shuffling, like adjusting in their chairs, like the clink of glasses going down. You can hear them talking inside the bubble. So yeah, so it's exactly as she said. You guys can freely discuss everything that you're going to be doing, but nobody can hear what's going on in this bubble. So yeah, because honestly, I feel like D&D needs to have this anyway for adventure. I'm just saying.
Well,
Well, it's not like we have
No
a
one
mole
can
amongst
hear
us.
Anya, wait, hold on. Does that include scrying? Like if someone is like watching us magically?
No, this is just for audio things. I haven't
Oh.
developed it quite enough to shield from divination magic of any kind, but it is good for public places when maybe you need to talk to a girlfriend because she's got some issues you would rather your children not hear the intimate details of, and she just will not get the hint. So,
I'm gay, but I appreciate the sentiment. And
I
Anya,
have
what?
a girlfriend who doesn't get the hint and continues to talk about very adult, intimate things when the kids are home. So I have to find a way around that.
Oh. I think my
Look,
mother
this
would
is a
really...
gossipy mother's best thing to make sure her children don't spread things.
I think my mother would love this spell.
I'd be happy to teach it to her, or well, I guess to write it down.
I think
Devotion
Laura
is
would
kinda
like.
Mother's Delilah. Just like that is the neighborhood friend that she has that is the biggest gossip and just has no filter. He's just like, yeah, you made it because of Delilah.
at this point in the conversation, Isla has made a flower crown of sunflowers for her.
But back to what I was asking earlier. What is the plan now?
Goes back to making another flower crown.
For us as a group, that is an excellent question. We haven't really thought of that as of yet. So we just barely recovering from the last thing we did.
To be fair, Devotion, we never really think for anything.
To be fair.
That's fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. As far as Anya and the children, where they will be going and what they will be doing will be mostly kept in the dark from even myself.
I want to insight check him.
Okay.
I want to see if he's telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Lucky for you, my inside shit. 6.
I mean, he is still telling the truth. He's like, yeah, like.
Listen, you've been untruthful in the past. I'm a little guarded.
I don't blame you. He says he's being genuine. He so sees the squint, the squint of the eyes, like, clarify. How the children have remained hidden thus far is to stay constantly on the move with some divination protection. And that's how the rest of them are going to continue to be until we've finished all of this. As long as if no one in the group or outside the group aside from them knows where they are, it's the safest they can be.
Which brings me to my next question. How exactly do we finish all of this? Because 2 months ago, it was just necrotic spots popping all over the kingdom. And now it is much bigger than what we thought.
Also, and this is, don't take this the wrong way, but are you gonna go with Anya and your kiddos?
As much as a part of me would want to. I need to help see all this through. Especially since we have all but confirmed my family's allegiance with our enemy, they are going to be a problem. And they're going to be a problem that I will be able to be best used to help solve. The real question is, what do we target first? If we need to get updates from around the kingdom, see if any more necrotic patches have started back up. If I can see if I can get a report on the activity in Obsidian, to see if I can tell when my father, because it's not a matter of if my father will find out about Severance, it's when. And when, he will probably have a bigger reaction.
Then shouldn't we prepare for said reaction with reinforcements?
That is another part of my business in Diamond. I'm going to see if I can get any intel from my sister's camp. And I'm going to... I have to do something I really don't want to, which is to, once again, go before the Order Master in Diamond. He's one of the oldest, and one of the few who actually has the pull to do something that I have been considering for a while. Call of Arms, of the Hand of Tyr.
How long could that take you?
To talk to him and investigate, maybe part of the day. For him to agree to and start doing that depends. How fast the Ravens can get to the other orders, how many Order Masters will align to my cause. It's something that, on the surface, they would all be honor bound to do, but some of them are halfway across the kingdom from Obsidian. Some of them are amplifying defenses of towns and cities like the Amethyst Halls.
So, may I put a suggestion on the table? Drax gestures to everyone.
And what would that be?
Set Devotion's plan in motion, and while that's in motion and waiting for decisions and such, I believe that if we all send missives across the kingdom, I can send some to Granite, Sierra,
Black Opal,
you to...
of course.
There is one part that we are missing. Pendalum.
Isla sinks further into her seat and starts ferociously crafting crowns.
Well, we happen to be in a port town that might have a captain or a ship from Pendalum that might be able to give us news or information, since finding it here has been difficult.
Oh, that I can easily gather. But I spent time at sea. I have connections.
I have no doubt. I know the line of thinking you have, Drax. This whole endeavor is going to take time. If we can find any house in Pendalum or any group that might be either aligned with whoever Isla's family was, any sightings of a large wolf that matches her description of her childhood friend. And he kind of looks over at Isla with sort of a begrudging look, maybe even if anyone has seen her mother. Or if her mother has enough of a name to know people notice if she's starting to gather people or anything of that nature.
Last I checked,
we don't have to go at all.
I want to insight check Isla.
Rolled him.
Fair.
Inside the check, the worst liar in the entire park.
17.
You're gonna need. I was about to say, I think you need to make a deception check, but I think you need to roll with disadvantage.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I need disadvantage.
It's the glowing red eyes staring at you that are intimidating you.
It's like,
okay.
If you look at Zank, he's like got the gem of seeing, just like staring at you.
Oh, that's a good point. Are you going to point that at Anya?
Oh, it's 17 smack dab.
Oh my god.
So she meets a beat, so I think she
yours is
gets
the defensive, hers is the active. So yeah, Sierra's would meet and beat it.
Yep.
So
god damn, I just want to insight people. I've been gone for a week.
You did.
You do.
You meet.
You do.
Yeah, meet and beat.
You're attacking the DC that her deception roll made, which is 17. You meet it.
Okay,
so
what am I getting?
Fear. Straight up fear. Like she, for what you're getting and the way that like her hand is trembling, like it's a trauma response. It's someone got mad at me, I did something wrong, so let's not go down that path. So when she's like, I don't think we need to go, it's her saying, I don't want to get in trouble.
Isla, we're not currently arguing in my mother's living room again. Take a deep breath.
I actually think it's a good idea. We could maybe get passage there. But that's
like I said, I have connections in the port.
Yeah. And I can just teleport us back here once I'm familiar with there, so we can go back and forth whenever.
Plus, in my personal opinion, we can see if any influence of the Keepers has reached Pendalum. So far, we've consolidated them just to Gem Kingdom.
I mean, I don't want to say this too much. No offense, Devotion. Anya, I love you both. But we could use a vacation.
I have no objections to that sentence.
Isla hands Sierra a flower crown and immediately starts making another one.
If it's pink, when she sets it on her head, it sadly just turns to black.
She's paired both pink and black.
Sadly, the
flowers.
pink flowers start to turn black.
That's all right.
They don't die. They just
the power of the goth is too strong.
The power
of the goth. I don't understand why it does that. Even my tattoos have become muted as well.
I think it's
either way, you're beautiful.
It's this necrotic thing. Even when I sprout my wings, they're just skeletal now, and
I mean, let's be fair. Any enemies we have will not expect any reinforcements from Pendowland. That's the last thing they'll be expecting.
That is
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Drax, like, firmly and lovingly, like, just grabs Isla's hand, just reassuringly.
Cyril looked at Darren. What do you think about all this, darling?
Well, there's always a chance that we'll get a mission from the Queen again.
I should probably update.
That's true. That's a very good point.
He's also a good person to ask in this situation. I keep forgetting I have her stone.
We keep forgetting to check in with her.
Wait.
I will add that to my list of things to do tomorrow.
So wait, what is the plan?
I purposely forget to check in, honestly.
Is it bad I want to tell the Squeen? Tell the Squeen?
The Squeen! The Squeen, it's the Queen.
Tell the Squeen.
Am I getting drunk?
It is the Queen of Spleens.
Is it bad I really just want to tell the Queen to stuff it?
Sometimes.
A little bit.
It passes at times. You look to think, tomorrow the plan is we all reach out to people that might be able to help us, arrange for Anya and the kids travel, and then once they're gone, arrange for our own potential travel to across the sea. You and I will be, at the very least, you and I will be going back to Diamond to take care of some business, get the twins, say goodbye to Belladonna, say goodbye to the giant asshole, and see if we can find any other answers. Then, once we're all back, everything started setting off, we move into our next phase. And
okay, yeah, does anyone else want to go tomorrow? I mean, it's our last chance. Well, not really. I can teleport anytime.
I mean,
you don't have to rub it in constantly, Zink.
I mean, not tonight. I can do teleportation circle, but
I mean, technically, me and Isla have a forge in Diamond now.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
How are you gonna? Do you have like employees?
If I can track a certain someone down, I might have someone to take that over for you.
Do you need to put a wand hand up?
Are you gonna become a shareholder?
I would.
Your dad.
His dad's all the way in Granite.
But I can teleport.
No, we can't.
I didn't mean to bring it up again. That was an accident.
He can't.
I will send a missive to my dad to see if he can send any of a trusted smith to hold down the forge here until we return.
What's the name of your shop anyway?
A whole week and you didn't bother to name your shop.
Look, we have pressing matters.
What you kind of things about?
There was a lot of building involved.
Oh my God!
Devotion raises a finger. The Iron Rose.
I like it.
Honestly, Devotion, I feel like you should retire and just go into marketing.
I've thought about it.
That sounds like a bad idea and a good idea at the same time.
I mean, it's the only idea you have at the moment. You can always rename the shop later.
By the
Iron
way,
Rose, I'll take it.
Did you know they have tempura veggies at the bar?
Hey, what?
Tempura veggies. This is broccoli.
Damn it,
I'm
Brian bragging that he got Chinese. Japanese.
You know what? Skip past that. I'll send a missive to my dad and see what he says.
All right.
It would be a great idea. Maybe if we just had a vacation. I don't know, maybe somewhere in like the mountains.
I live in the mountains. There's not much to look at there.
Yeah, it's cold. And last time there was a dragon. I mean, not that that wasn't cool.
For two dragons.
Dragons are cool.
Yeah, when they're of the metallic variety.
I only met one. He liked books. I don't know where he is.
I narrowly escaped facing a shadow dragon in Shadowfell. I'd rather not see a dragon again anytime soon.
Was it the same one that we fought before in the shadow? No. Okay. I saw the DM shaking like, no. I don't know what happens.
Shadowfell is not the same as the fire plane.
Well, it was because we fought a shadow dragon. The first one we fought was a shadow dragon. He doesn't know where they go.
Yeah.
Most of the dragon disappeared. He still got a shadow scale.
That was more of like an ember dragon that you're fighting.
Yes, Mitch.
Isla.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say it's weird, but Pendel's on the table.
I mean, at least we're not.
But we can
fighting.
take it off the table.
Look at it this. At least we're not.
Can I come into the out now?
I mean, look at it this way. At least we're not at each other's throats over it this time.
That is a welcome change.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not fight like that again.
I will agree to that sentiment.
But also,
I will agree to it as long as nobody ever gives ultimatums again.
I have an ultimatum for you.
Drax smacks at the back of the head of Zinc.
Hey. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go get some more snacks. Does anyone want anything?
No.
I'm good.
Okay. And then I'll use the gem of seeing as I like walk towards the bar, just like looking around.
You around?
Want to check in on Darren? He's usually quiet, but is he being unusually quiet?
He seems
unusually attentive.
As far as you can tell, he seems to be listening pretty attentively. Like he's not. It's not like he's zoning out or anything like that. Like you can see him actively just sort of like listening to each person who's talking and like doing the nod as if he's like considering and stuff. Like all the mannerisms peg as him, all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Okay. And like I think even like every once in a while, you guys will make eye contact. I don't think Darren's the kind to wink in public. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever like small little non-verbal like connection, like little just gesture that you guys have, like every once in a while that will pop up too. Just sort of like, no, I'm here kind of thing. It looks like he's just listening very intensely and really weighing decisions from what you can tell. But he is being quiet.
Just gonna scoot over to him and nudge his shoulder. What's rolling around in that head of yours right now?
Options.
What?
Options.
What do you think we should go with?
Well, honestly, the best direction we have right now is to head towards Pendalin. If we happen to get a mission from the Queen while we're on our way or while we are there, Zinc can bring us back if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he can do that.
Oh, we just don't go at all.
You can't hear this. I am talking side table.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry, my bad.
Vibes.
I was like, sus! What do you mean you think?
At this point, Isla has shoved a flower crown into Devotion's hands now.
Started making with his neck.
No, because his hands are full of Anya right now. She's probably just like.
Yeah, honestly, just like Anya hand off, put on.
Cyril just nodded Darren.
Isla, have you received any correspondence from Pendalin? Any letters, anything?
No? Well, I mean, I got a package a while ago that I think was from Capsule. But I think I already told you guys about that.
You did.
That's the only thing that I ever got.
Did he Did they mention any places, names, anything pertaining to that?
It's, in all fairness to Vision, it's a wolf.
It's a wolf capable of sending a package.
It's a good boy.
I'm sure he's a very good boy. The best is his voice. He also was able to send a package.
Are we
somehow.
Are we certain he's a full-blood wolf?
Well, I only saw him as a wolf.
But you can shapeshift into a wolf, right?
Yeah.
Who's to say this is
Not
not
me.
somebody shapeshift into a wolf?
What if it's your dad?
I wouldn't go that far, Zink.
I wouldn't.
I don't even know who my dad is, so.
It's totally your dad.
Neither did I for a while, and I ended up finding him in a dungeon.
Devotion sitting there in the back of his head going, lucky.
Ilo puts a flower crown on Zink's head.
Thank you.
Well,
maybe Pendellan has the answers.
do you know? I know you when you left Pendellan, you did so still blind. Do you know
Yeah.
the name of the port you left from?
Nope.
I don't know how you got on that boat.
I have no idea.
Do you
I am
remember,
just
do you
incredibly
remember-
lucky.
Do you remember any specific sounds while you were leaving port?
DM, do I remember any specific sounds while I was leaving port?
When you
Wait,
were leaving
how old were-
port
Running
from
away from
Kingdom?
home. Running
Okay.
from home.
Honestly, the biggest thing that you, oh god, I have to find my. I think the biggest thing that you remember is that it seemed while you were leaving that the port town that you were in had a lot, and I mean a lot, of music in the streets. Like even by your standards, like it felt like every time you turned a corner, there was a new person singing or playing or doing something as part of like being, you know, on the streets and what the hell's the term? Sorry, busking. That's it. What, like it felt like every single time you turned a corner, there was somebody else who was doing some other different thing. So with all of that in mind, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. With all of that in mind, with what you know, that's something that stuck out the most, because even in other port towns, that's not something that you've run across. Even here in Gem Kingdom, you've never felt a place that was so full of music and just musical sounds at literally every single turn. So yeah, that's what you remember most clearly about the port town where you finally got on a boat and
It's just a video that's finally sent me.
So yeah. That's what you
Yeah, so she'll think for a second and go, well, I remember that the port that I was at had like a lot of music. I'm talking like a lot of music. Like a lot. Like it almost overwhelmed me. A lot of music.
DM, would that ring any bells for me?
roll me history.
That's gonna be a straight roll for me.
I think that there's not really like a memory one, so I think history is the closest.
I'm useless. 3.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
One of those. I'm a useless slut.
Honestly,
enjoying the presence of boyfriend around. Can I give inspiration?
Yes, you can.
Even if boyfriend is sus.
It's not better. 9.
Okay. You haven't been to it specifically, because Pendellan is a lot bigger than Gem Kingdom. You haven't been to it specifically, but you are aware that there is like a city that supposedly like the streets are alive with music at all times. You haven't been there, but you know enough that if you guys are talking to someone who's familiar with Pendalin, they'll know the city that you're talking about. So you do know it exists. You do know that that is a defining feature. You just haven't been there yourself, so you have no fucking clue what it's called.
It sounds familiar. I've never actually made port at Pendalin itself. Maybe if I talk around town see if I can scrounge up any old contacts from sea, maybe they'll know exactly what port you were at. Hell, once I find that out, that gets us a step closer finding out where you were on that continent this whole time.
Ooh, maybe did you need anything from Diamond? Because we could go, we could split into 2 groups if you want.
I didn't need anything personally from Diamond. Perhaps maybe some diamonds, since I'm now the only clerical source in the group.
Yeah.
Well,
Since Floatman decided to ascend to godhood once again.
I could probably go into town and maybe get some like leather armor.
I could help with that.
Use it.
Well, yeah. You guys gotta fix up your shop anyway, right?
Yeah, I'll head into Diamond with you guys tomorrow. Send out a message to my dad, give him the location of the forge, and just say, hey, can you send someone to look after it until we come back?
I'll be staying here in Abalone, watching over Anya and trying to see if I can locate some old contacts.
I mean, Drax, if you want, we can pick him up on the way.
What, my dad?
Yeah. I mean, if he's still at home.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Would be nice to see him again.
We have a brand new forge to break in. I don't know how he'll feel about it being above ground, but
as long as there's fire and metal, he'll be happy.
Which direction do you plan to go? Sierra will look to Darren.
Well, I do think I should check on Zan and Ray at some point, but if they're on their way here, then I can linger here.
Sounds fine by me.
have a rudimentary plan for tomorrow. Tonight, we all need sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, but that type of roll was needed. Oh.
Thanks for having
Honestly, I've been eyeing that guy for the past day or so. He was a bit of a bully.
Judge just looks behind him. Oh, that cunt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does anyone have any adhesive of some sort?
And the sound of adhesive is gonna pick up.
Gum, Arabic, glue, tar.
I have your bear trap, but I don't think that's what you mean.
That is not an adhesive. That is a weapon.
I do weaving. I don't do gluing.
Do you still have the remnants of his beard?
And she just holds it up.
I will deal with that.
No, I had a specific plan in mind. Fuck off.
Drax brings out the cling wrap.
And I pull out the alchemy jug.
Yeah. With our powers combined.
Can you make anything sticky pour out of that?
Honey.
That works. Both of you, follow me. And I walk over to the unconscious man.
Yeah,
does he have like a bald spot on his head anywhere?
Yep, right on the crown.
Yep. Yep, I just start gluing the remnants of his beard to his head with the honey, and then take the saran wrap and wrap it around so that it's stuck.
Yeah, at the sight of this shenanigans, George is going to pick Anya up and go back upstairs.
Nope.
She's like, nope. I am not an accomplice to this. I approve of it. It's hilarious. However, nope.
Zink
No.
is gonna put the flower crown on his head and give him a kiss on the cheek, and then go back upstairs to bed.
Isla gives Darren flower crown.
I'll take it.
Oh, Sierra, one thing.
What?
He pulls you in for a hug.
Yeah, I expected that to come.
Don't ever disappear like that again.
Wasn't my fucking choice.
Your choice or not, don't do it again.
Please.
I'll try my best not to.
Good. Little shit.
No, fuck you.
No. I have harder for that.
You're so gross.
Yeah. Love you too.
Don't think I've forgotten you. She'll go over to Isla and give her a hug.
Isla will hug her close. Not like squeeze her, but it's that definite, like, nice, comforting hug. And she just says, I miss you.
Missed you too.
It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. Well, I think we all need some rest.
Yeah. Slips a flower crown on Drax's head. And on her own head.
Drax has a big smile. It's been a while since he's done these, actually.
Yeah. I guess I finally had a reason to make him again.
Last thing. But Drax will say that you head up to bed. I'll be up in a minute.
Okay. You sure?
Oh,
I thought you already went to bed, Zink.
Oh, I just I had an extra room key.
Oh, I haven't gotten my room for the night.
I mean, I think Darren was gonna split with somebody, but yeah, now you guys can have your own room. Or
Works
two
for me.
room. I'm not gonna complain. Night, guys.
Good night, Zink.
Thanks, Zink.
No, buddy.
As he goes up the stairs, like a trail of like flowers and butterflies and glitter just sort of like pour after him as he's humming a little tune.
DM, quick one. Drax checks his Lathander ring. Any change?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay. So I think the last shot from this one and what we'll sort of focus on specifically, as everyone's going to their rooms and stuff like that, we follow specifically Sierra and Darren up. So Sierra, of course, you have the key for your own room if you so choose. But Darren does have like a room, and I'm guessing probably like opens the door and is like, no.
She'll just pocket the key she has and follow into his room.
And I think he even manages she even manages to make him have like that like soft smile that he really only like does for Sierra, only because it's more like instinct than anything else because it's Sierra. And we have that zoom in quick effect again to see sort of Darren just straining at these bonds, just like you bitch. Equivalency, but we can also see as he's straining so hard that he's like really focusing on his hand. and we have a single moment that as the door is about to close, and as he's like pushing it closed behind him, we can see as she's turning and like replying to something that you've said, we can see that his left pointer finger starts tapping. And then credits roll.
Do I have any idea what that means?
No.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, bastard.
I want to roll insight.
Do we have as an audience see? Does Sierra see, or do only we have an audience see?
Only we as an audience see because of the placement of your hand. She has no idea apparently, but
Damn it.
it's just so.
You're like trying to get Morse code out to me.
Yeah.
SOS, SOS.
It's more like just a
Trying
random
to-
twitch
trying
every
to-
now and then.
Trying to thieves' cant his way into being like, help, I'm possessed.
Yeah, it's just a sign. Speak sign? I don't know. To try
I
to
mean, thieves' cant uses their own form of signs and stuff.
yeah. I don't know if it's gonna get to this level of anime moment, but I've seen like Garnet in his body getting closer and closer to Sierra, getting, maybe get somewhere like it some intimate scene, and you see Darren reaching out, and it's the anime of touch her, and that's like breaks them. Like, I'm like,
God, imagine if Garnet just possessed him and tried to slit Sierra's throat.
that would kind of ruin her.
No!
Long game. I mean,
No,
it's certainly something to think about.
absolutely not. No, I don't think so. I
Mark
don't
me
think
down
that-
as scared and horny.
All in the meantime, all that Scarlet can really hear is just, I've got the lovely bunch of coconuts.
Did it.
Yeah,
I will annoy the piss out of you.
Oh, no, even better. It's a small world
After all.
No.
This is the
No,
song that
no.
never ends.
Oh,
It
God.
on and on, my friend. And
Some people
Essentially
started
singing
singing
off
and
key.
not knowing what it was. Or what it
Essentially-
is, singing it forever just because this is a song that never ends.
Honestly,
he's
if I ever,
intentionally singing it
Stab me.
badly. He's
if I,
intentionally singing it off key just to piss her off.
if I ever find out Darren's possessed, there is a spell I want to try for flair.
Yeah. Also,
I'm working towards something.
Icarus.
Yeah.
I knew there wasn't time, and we were also doing a lot of other stuff. There is something amongst the other things that Devotion wants to do tomorrow. Something he's going to do at the temple before he talks to the Paladin Master. Is that he needs to have a chat with someone he hasn't talked to in a little while.
Before you reveal secrets, this is where we're going to sign off for the night. Thank you all for joining us for GKC. Be sure to tune in next Friday for episode 74.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I totally know how to math. I totally didn't almost fuck it up.
How
later.
does one
Rocks.
Alright.
We
really do?
we played D&D and we're all part of the
Listen. At least 90% of us here are queer.
We can.
And then there's Hannah.
and there's Hannah.
I think that
But
matters.
I'm rocking with Hannah because Hannah's rocking with us.
Yeah.
Hey. Allies count as the LGBTQ.
Yes.
Are you sure, Kassa?
Yeah, it does.
You're one
To
of
us
them.
it does.
Girl.
To us it
Listen,
does.
listen.
I don't wanna
you've
step
been
on nobody's
You've
toes.
been adopted by a group of queer people.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that energy, bitch. You fine, bitch.
Alright,
got
with that,
fun.
we're signing off. We will see you all next week. Have a great weekend. And is it Friday yet? See you all next week, guys. Mwah. Bye.